Well, tonight we made it. The whole NFL in something like 30 minutes or so. We've got week 1 of the Silk versus the Numbers Guys challenge. That's pretty exciting. We got some teaser talk. That's going to be a better betting tip. We've got trivia. We've got beer. We've got top picks. We are the 50,000-watt voice of the Numbers Guys. I'm JT, by the way, and this show is BS, Beer and Sports.
You guys ready?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
Ready, dope.
All right, let's do it.
This is the 50,000-watt voice of the Numbers Guys in
The Motor City.
And now, live from Studio 8B, it's time to BS with the guys.
Well, what is going on, Numbers Nation? Thanks for joining us on another beautiful, beautiful Thursday night up here in Studio 8B, one of the biggest nights of the year, the start of the NFL season 2024. How excited am I? Maybe it's
I don't know. I might have to look under your desk.
Yeah. You notice the desk is leaning forward? It's unusual. Yeah. Anyway, hey, if you're seeing us on YouTube, man, it's great to be with you. It really is. And if you're catching us live on YouTube, please feel free to chime in the chat and say hello. And if you would rather send us a text, you can do so. You're going to do that by texting TNG Live 007. If you're not good with letters, that's going to be 864. Apparently, I'm not good with letters and numbers. I get them confused all the time. Which one's which? Yeah.
That's translettering.
864-548-3007. Hey, and listen, if we provide you any sort of value tonight, maybe it's just going to be pure entertainment. I have a feeling tonight's going to be an entertaining show. Probably top 10 show that we've ever had. It's going to be top 10.
Fight with Rich again?
Me and Rich will try to keep it cool this time.
Civil.
Maybe it's going to be a teaser tip. We're going to give out some teaser tips tonight. Maybe a beer recommendation. I don't know. We haven't had this one yet. We're going to try this here in a little bit. All you have to do for us in return, we'd really like if you gave us a thumbs up. That's a like. Looks like this. And or your subscription. That would be big league appreciated. We'd really appreciate that. And by the way, 250,000 subscribers, I think, or 250,000.
1,000.
We crossed the threshold. So thank you guys very much for that.
Big.
And now with me, folks, for the entire hour, to my right, your left, wearing the Mackinac zip up. That's a good, I like that zip up, dude.
And I like the feet.
It's D-Dub, everybody. How you doing,
I
D-Dub?
don't know why.
Hey, nice jersey, Mr. Midwest. Thank you, Realtor Lauren, by the way. Courtesy of Big D, my oldest boy, for Father's Day. So shout out early to Big D.
So it's got a little bit of emotional attachment to it as
It
well.
does, yeah. I'm not going to spill shit on this one.
That's cool.
Yeah.
You should get it autographed.
I should. Maybe by him or by Aiden Hutchinson.
I mean, I'll sign it later if you like.
No, I don't want you to sign it. No.
It's got the Hall of Fame jacket on.
Yeah, well, D-Dub, you want me? We should all sign yours.
Oh, that's true.
Huh.
Yeah. Yeah. But you're doing well, pal.
Thank you.
You made it here earlier than you normally do tonight.
Try to make sure that the things that are important to you, you take care of,
Yeah.
So here I am.
Excellent. Well, it's good to see you. I've got a big show tonight next to you, the man, and also a Hutchinson jersey. Is that same number? Yeah.
I just grabbed it. I didn't realize you were in the Hutch jersey too, but
Yeah.
hey, big weekend for Michigan and Lions, so Hutchinson made a lot of sense to wear tonight.
Mm-hmm.
So excited, looking forward to it. A little stressed out about Saturday, but we'll be good to roll this weekend.
Nervous about watching Beetlejuice?
And I got Beetlejuice on the docket Saturday night too.
Is that rated R?
I don't know. I think it's PG-13.
Oh,
Yeah.
Can't be R, right?
I don't think Michael
This day and
Keaton
age.
does R, does he?
It's Michael Douglas Keaton, actually.
I think the original might have been rated R,
Is
right?
it?
I thought it was.
He uses the F word in that one. I do remember that.
Yeah.
That was definitely.
My kids could handle it, I think. They could
I
handle it.
don't know if they're hearing that at home.
They occasionally.
Yeah.
Not on purpose. Just happens.
Just happens. Yeah. Well, to your right, Towns. It's a good friend of the show, one of the numbers guys, also lioned out. D-Dub, you're the only one without a Lions, representing the Lions who are playing Sunday night.
Now, the way I'm sitting right now with the leg of this microphone, it looks like I'm rooting for the Minnesota Golden Gophers.
Kind of does. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. That's probably rowing the boat, yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I don't want to waste any time.
I got my players here. I'm the coach with my headphones off, and got the Hall of Famer here on the sideline with me.
Did you guys see that new commercial with Dan Campbell taking orders at Applebee's?
I have.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Kind of funny.
Mouth covered.
Yes.
Don't give away your order.
You're getting the chicken wings. Chicken.
Everybody's going to know what you order, guys, what flavor.
Richie, you well?
I'm always well. Are you kidding me? It's week 1 of the NFL.
Yeah, you got to be excited.
It don't get any better than this, boys. Give me a bush light and a couple fish. And a Swedish bikini team.
Couple fish.
I haven't seen that kind of
Swedish
excitement.
fish?
Yeah, it sounded like you were saying Swedish.
You sounded
fish,
like
yeah.
Brian Kelly after that game the other night.
You really did.
Yeah, go ahead and pound the table over there.
Gotta give it a little more of a.
Yeah.
No, he lost the accent.
Gotta get a little more.
He lost the accent.
Somewhere between last summer, or for his first summer, and
Once he got
last
elected,
weekend.
he lost his accent.
Amazing.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy how that happens. Anybody got any picks for tonight, by the way, before the game? Tonight's game is going to be the, who was that? The Ravens at the Chiefs.
Yeah.
That was Chiefs laying 3 at home.
I'm just
Arrowhead.
looking forward to the game. I didn't want to touch it gambling-wise, but I'm excited to.
I like the Ravens, but I did not make it one of my top 4 picks of the
Yeah.
week.
Okay.
Same here. I do have tennis play at 9:00.
Oh, you better. What's that?
Muchova.
Muchova?
Carolina. Carolina.
Yeah, something like
Carolina.
that. Carly Muchova.
Yeah, but I think at 9:00 we'll be into our picks by then.
I would think so. But if you have her money line
Yeah, money line. I think it's 1:30.
in the U.S. Open,
Yeah, she's
Good.
playing against Pagula tonight.
Jamie, very
Close,
rich. Isn't she one of the rich
$6
girls?
billion heiress?
Oh,
Yeah.
for the Buffalo owner. Pagula?
Is
Wilson?
that Pagula? It might be.
Yes, that owns the Bills
Sabres.
and the Sabres, I think.
Oh.
Right? Yeah.
Okay. Then that would be her. Yeah, she's
wow.
very well
Jessie.
off. Jessie Pagula.
Yeah.
She doesn't need to play tennis.
She
She does
doesn't.
for fun.
No.
How about that Navarro?
Emma, she's another one that comes from a rich family.
$1.5 billion heiress.
Yeah.
So
I wish my parents got me into tennis. Apparently, I would have been rich. Is that how that? I don't know if that's how that works.
I don't know if that's you got it reversed. I think
Okay. I was
Gotta
going to
have
adjust
the money.
my mic here.
first you get the money, then you get the power,
Then you get the power.
then you get the women.
That's the way it works. Not necessarily in that order. All right, guys, let's get right into this. We have so much to go over tonight. So let's start the way we start every show. A little segment we call Libation Exploration.
Tasty beers or fine bourbons for our face holes to try. It's libation exploration with the numbers, guys.
9.5.
Good Lord.
And we're back in Studio 8B. Tonight's libation, courtesy of Rich. Wait a minute. No, Rich forgot. Forgot the libation. It was his turn to buy. So he has to buy double next week. I think is the way it works. Or do we have a rule for that?
We're calling an audible. Jimmy picked
that's
up
right.
Yeah.
picked up the slack for me. He knew I was going to miss it.
I knew he was busy today. So I actually, I stopped out earlier and picked up a little something. And let's give this a shot. Have never had this.
V for victory.
V for victory. It's called Berry Monkey. Berry Monkey. It's a fruited sour triple. A fruited
I can smell it from here.
sour triple. It says it's undeniably very good. 9.5 is your ABV. It's going to be a slow walk down the steps of Studio 8B tonight. It's a Pilsner. The hops, they're
Tettnang, yeah.
You know what?
Whoa.
You're familiar with those? Tettnang?
First I heard of it.
Whoa.
Perfectly. Everything. Whoa.
Unexpected turn there.
The sour is
Sour.
gets you right in the crawl, as they say.
Wow.
Right balance of sweetness and tang.
It's got the tang. I don't know about the sweetness. It's tangy.
Tang, baby.
It like hits the back of the throat real hard.
Ooh.
Not bad. Don't anybody bring up the T word. If you remember from last week, I don't want to hear the T word.
Oh, you mean Tussin?
damn
I went back and watched that. That was pretty funny.
Tuss.
Tussin. Yeah.
Oh, he definitely
It's
got
not-
on your head on that one.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
It's
don't-
not bad, but it's not as good as Berry Wise.
I don't think I could drink a 32 ouncer of this.
How about a 30-pack?
No.
It's like a blueberry Jolly Rancher.
I haven't poured mine yet. Let me.
Yeah.
Let me.
I gotta believe this is dark. This is gonna be a dark 4 here.
Let's do it. We'll do this. Fuck it. We'll do it live.
Blue? You think it's coming out blue, Rich?
No, just like a darker.
Let's see.
It can't be blue.
What's it doing here?
I guess more of a medium is what it is.
Got a hint of blood in the urine.
Just
wrong
a
with
hint.
that?
Yeah.
That's usually
Yeah.
the result of
High protein in the urine.
some damage you've done to your body.
Holy shit! It hits you in the corner of the jaws.
It
You know what I
curls
mean?
the pubes.
The jowls.
Yeah.
Jowls. What was I say?
You like sours? I think I've asked this on the show before. You like
I
sours?
enjoy a good sour every now and then.
Yeah.
Let's switch it up. You know, you can't do too many of them.
This is it's not bad, but I don't think I could drink multiples of these.
I like a Pilsner, so that's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's definitely
Don't
cool.
see that too often, of all the beers.
Yeah, of all the beers. Oh,
Yeah.
hold on a second. Before we get into this, we have some chat I just want to catch up on real quick. Realtor Lawrence says, "Oh shoot, Tones has it too in regards to your jersey. Go Hutch!" And then we have Mikey's Holiday Inflatables in the chat for the first time ever. How you doing, Mikey's Holiday Inflatables?
Hey,
He says, "Hi, Dad."
Mikey.
Hi,
What's up,
Dad.
buddy?
Who also has a more successful YouTube channel than the numbers
He's got
guys.
about how many subscribers? He's got 276, but
Oh,
he's got like
closing
100.
in.
He's got 130,000 views, I think.
That's more than us. Wow. I looked the other day. I think we have like 17,000 views.
We do.
Oh,
Yeah, if you can believe 17,000
That's good.
people have seen
like that.
us.
I don't know if that's a view.
No?
Does it count like every time I watch the video is another view?
Does it know if it's a repeat? Is there some tracking to that?
I have no idea.
Me
Yeah.
neither.
No idea.
if it
can't
counts
bel-
Rich's views, it goes in cut in half.
Cut in half. You think Rich has watched 8,000?
8,500
times?
times.
Sounds about right.
It's kind of
Is that what you guys do in the bathroom?
They're taxis, and he's got it on repeat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Background.
take the paper into the bathroom.
That's old
The
school.
USA
Comb
Today.
daily, just like my father before me.
Folks at home, if you haven't seen the show before, here is our uniform ratings for beer or other booze. This is the scale. 5, you're driving across town for this shit. So it's got to be really good, right? If you're going to be driving across town for it. 4, you're going to buy it with no hesitation. Maybe you're at the local Kroger or Publix or Piggly Wiggly.
I'd
and
give
you see it.
I'd give Anthony's uniform a 4. I'd buy it with no hesitation. I'd give your uniform a 2.
Uniform ratings.
Right.
I get it.
The blue is cool.
I get it.
The
Like
gray.
the blue, but that gray's cool too.
The black is.
I like that.
It's not really for me.
3, you're not kicking it out of bed. 2, you're going to choke it down for the show. It's going to look like a bitch. And 1 is going to be a hard pass, nastier than Flint's water. Dub, what is your take on Berry Monkey?
It's pretty good, 3.1-ish.
Again, this is 9.5% ABV. You need to really.
3.9.
You wouldn't go over 4 with this, with a almost wine-like ABV.
Hold on a second.
Wine like.
I didn't really try it before. I was just pretending.
Oh, you just
You can't drink this fast.
No, 3.9 is
No,
right.
you can't.
This is not like
Okay.
a beer you have with dinner and like.
It'd have to be
chug
like
it.
a 15%.
It's
if
beery
you're gonna
slow
get drunk on it.
slipper, as they say.
Yeah, this is a slow. This is like drinking scotch.
Why do I feel like my teeth are blue?
you can't. I'll tell you, you can't shotgun this,
No.
Tones. So put that key away.
Oh, don't challenge me.
Yeah, I would. I'll tell you what. I got another one right here. You want to do it?
Not really.
Okay. All right. Well, I said don't challenge you. I guess he meant it. All right, Tones.
Definitely tastes lighter than the alcohol content. I like the tart flavors a little too much. Slow drink. This is a one and done for me. But 3.6. I'll give it.
3.6. Ricardo.
I like myself a good sour. This is a good sour. It's. I agree. It's like you're gonna drink one. You're not gonna drink more than this.
No.
I'm probably gonna switch to another sour or go to something a little more smoother after I'm done with this. But I like it. It's a 4.25.
4.25. Richie, I'm right behind you on this one, buddy. I'm gonna go 4.25. It's just a little bit over
Great
4.
minds think alike.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy it with no hesitation. It's pretty freaking good.
It's tasty.
Yeah, almost a hint of what does this taste like to you? Like a soft drink of some sort, like a not cherry 7-Up. What is that?
I think I relate it more to like a sour can, like the Jolly Ranchers or something like that.
Yeah, maybe that's what I'm
I
thinking.
get where you're coming to the blueberry
Yeah.
Jolly Rancher. I could get that.
What was the sour cherry candy? Do you remember that one? Those little balls, little red balls.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. What the
a
heck
little
are
bit
those?
reminds me of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, buy those at the bulk store. Bulk food, Mr. Bulky.
I kind of remember them in a small little box, little rectangular
Okay.
box.
Yeah, those weren't very good.
No,
That's where I guess I'm at with this beer.
Okay.
I prefer
9.5% alcohol is better than
I would get
sour
lemon
cherries.
heads over those, but
Or a blue raspberry, right?
lemon heads?
Maybe not blue.
Yeah,
a
blue
blue raspberry,
raspberry.
like the old sucker. Remember the sucker with the gum in it? Mm-hmm. What was that called?
That was called the Lucky
Pop?
Charm? No, it
Blow-
was called the
Blow-
Blow
A
Pop.
blow pop?
blow pop. Right?
Yeah.
Charms Blow Pop, right?
It was a charm
Yes.
blow pop.
We still have a supply at home. My kids still
Yeah?
enjoy that to this day.
My grandma always had those in the cupboard.
Yeah.
Tasty
wrong.
treat.
Yeah.
And you got a little treat afterwards.
Yeah.
This is actually growing on me. Can I change it to a 4 or 5?
No,
But once
Sure.
we start changing our scores, then we're just kind of
I could change my picks after the
Letting
games
the-
happen too.
You're
you know?
right. All right. We don't want
damn
to.
burst.
Wow.
We don't want to get involved with that.
Yeah.
We don't.
What's
Okay.
a tripel? Do you know what the word tripel means?
I think it actually said triple, isn't it? It's a triple.
TRIPEL.
No,
Yeah.
that's not a triple.
I think that's the way you say it in beer parlance.
Like overseas or something?
yeah.
Is that French?
Like triple sec.
They're usually really high in alcohol.
Is that from the
I'm-
shores
I'm
of
thinking it's a-
Tripoli?
Hey,
Romances
you know,
Bill
you
and
had,
Ron.
Rich, you had mentioned one time about having a Belgian triple. From,
That was terrible.
Right, you didn't like that.
That was gross.
But I guarantee it was like 8-9% alcohol.
That wasn't the problem with it.
No,
That was
I
just
wouldn't
like
think that would be a
the
problem.
worst mouthfeel of my life.
We're big into mouthfeels on the show lately.
We are.
You ever
really
get a
are.
triple at Little Caesars?
What's that?
Triple
That
Caesars?
was back in the day. The kids only know the hot and readies, right? But back in the day, they used to sell slices of pizza at Little Caesars.
They also used to sell 2 in the bag.
That was yes,
That was the double
absolutely.
double.
It was called pizza, but that's
pizza.
fine. Whatever you want to refer to it as. But a single was a cheese slice, and a double was a pepperoni slice, and triple and a home run. I'm not sure what they did on those ones, but
I don't know what it was called, obviously. Daryl corrected me, but I just remember it came in like that.
paper.
Like one big
Yeah.
paper type thing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Because you'd have to go with your mother or father to pick up them pizzas because
Grab a slice.
you couldn't really. There's no other way to store it.
Right.
You had
right.
to sit
yeah.
there with the.
You couldn't,
I hear you.
You could
I
go
know what
pick it
you're
up
saying.
on your bike and
And you
ride
know
away.
how sometimes pizza is greasy and you gotta dab it.
No.
Yeah.
The paper box would automatically hit the cheese and sauce.
I think
Yeah. As a
I think
pour-
I'm recalling this wrapper you guys were talking about.
Oh yeah, it was a flat piece of cardboard that the
Yeah.
pizzas rested on, and it was in a paper bag
Paper
that
bag.
encompassed the whole two pizzas.
Yeah.
Heavily
wasn't
insulated.
exactly an engineering marvel. I don't think
No,
that
but it was their
no.
thing.
Yeah,
you
that was
know?
their thing.
Yeah,
Right. Right. All right, guys. Oh, you have anything? Oh, by
I
the way,
was going to say something about
they're
the
back. I found them.
nice.
Okay.
I found the flag. So there's speaking of corrections, our flags are back. So if somebody says something that's incredibly stupid or we feel is incorrect,
Which never happened.
they may be flagged. That doesn't happen now. It rarely happens. That's why we didn't even miss them while they were gone for the last 6 months or whatever it's been. But
Heck,
At the old
fine.
place.
yeah, I hear them. The orchestra's playing again.
Shots fired.
I feel like Macho Man Randy Savage is going to come down the aisle.
Wouldn't that be cool?
That would be,
That would really be pretty impressive.
Cream of the crop.
Snap it to a Slim Jim.
It's the time of the show where we go over the most recent presidential betting odds.
We still doing this?
You got a
We're doing it
Macho
every
Man
week.
impression, Jimmy?
Oh yeah, that's the
bad.
best I got.
Oh, that was pretty good.
RFK
not
forever,
bad.
baby.
It's not that good. Not that good. Okay, but before we get into this though, check this out. So this is the reason why people come to the numbers guys for their betting information,
They
not
should.
USA Today. Those hacks over there at Legacy
Those are,
Media, USA
those
Today
are
hacks.
lightweight.
Right. This was as of a
Lightweight
couple days
losers.
ago. Here's the way USA Today writes about the presidential election betting odds. It says here, Vice President Kamala Harris holds the narrowest lead over former President Donald Trump of any recent Democrat nominee at this point in the election, with both candidates sitting at minus 110. So they're saying that Kamala Harris has a lead at minus 110. We know that's not true if you watch this show. You know that's dead even. And then it says here, however, in the UK, odds maker Betfair Exchange still favors Harris over Trump, with Harris's odds sitting at plus 112 and Trump's at minus 102.
Does Europe do
Does that make any sense to you?
Reverse odds?
No.
Didn't you say that before?
No, they
On
do
a
the
previous
games.
show?
They do the home and away teams backwards.
Oh, okay.
So anyway, that is your crack team media at work. If you want to talk betting, either watch VEASAN or watch the numbers guys for crying
Or
out loud.
Trafalgar.
Yes, or Trafalgar. So here is the presidential election betting odds. You got Kamala Harris. That's
Stock photos.
that's her daughter. Did you know that? That's her stepdaughter.
I don't think she has kids, does she?
That's her stepdaughter. It's Emhoff's daughter.
Emma.
And then there's Donald Trump's daughter. For
Oh, that's
comparison,
not her real daughter.
My buddy Latitime, do you know him?
by the
Jimmy?
Ka, yes, I know him.
He has a real problem with Kamala because she never made time for children.
Yeah, he's one of those fellas. Look at Buckner, Harrison Buckner tip.
Yeah.
Right?
Stay home and have kids.
Yeah, I was surprised at his strong stance on that. Like, who knows why she couldn't have kids? Does he hate Jennifer Aniston? Is he gonna kick her out of his bed?
He saw her medical records and
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. But no, she did help. She did help raise this one though.
Well, she did a
I don't know
fine
if she has
job.
horns or what exactly that is. I've seen other pictures of her. I had I just Googled
She
Kamala.
looks like a diamond in the rough to me, my friend. That's so funny.
Great future.
Okay, we should.
I think that's a hat, Jimmy.
Oh, that's not.
I think
That's
that's
not
a hat.
I thought it was just a regular hat
She
covering.
looks like the classic nerd in like 80s movies all of a sudden becomes hot at the end of the
That's
show.
not like one of the hats from the women's right marches.
Who knows? Who knows? She actually is, in all seriousness, a Balenciaga model. She's a model for Balenciaga, which is a high couture type of brand. I mean, you wouldn't know it
that's
by
only
looking
a
at her.
Mr.
but-
Midwest type
What?
shop there.
Yes, I swear to God. So anyway, that's a product of the
look at
Harris
that for
Emhoff
Christmas for my wife.
relationship there.
We
It's
couldn't
a
even
what?
afford to walk in the store, Tones.
Yeah, you don't want to go there.
What is it called?
Balenciaga?
Let's see.
Sounds like a Formula One team or a car.
It does sound like a Lamborghini Balenciaga.
Yeah.
Or something like that. Yeah. Anyway, she looks real happy. So you got Bet365 minus 110 aside, BetMGM minus 110. Minus 110 aside, Caesars minus 110 for Kamala, and then minus 120, a slight favorite there for Donald
Call
Trump.
me crazy, but this is a coin flip.
Even it's a coin flip, no matter how you slice it and dice it. And some of the other photos of her, because I did have to Google to get a photo of what her stepdaughter looked like. She wears a lot of like stripe, like Where's Waldo type of look. Really skinny,
Okay, so-
unhealthy looking.
So the interesting dynamic between now
Sounds
and
pretty
next
good,
show, right, is we got a debate next Tuesday, but we probably won't have updated. Well, betting numbers could change, right? But there's gonna be no.
Yeah.
There shouldn't be any new polling data 2 days after the debate. I doubt
I wouldn't think
to
so.
see
yeah.
how the reaction. So we might have to wait 2 weeks to see how the debate affected that. So
Very
When's the
correct.
debate?
Tuesday,
This Tuesday?
yeah. So you got Monday Night Football, debate. Bam, bam.
Big week next week.
And Sunday Night
What are you looking
Lions.
forward more to?
It's a good combination. Yeah.
Oh, I did this out of
Trump
order.
will provide some comedy relief after a nice football weekend.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. Let me do this. I'm making an audible here. Let's do this.
Let's do it.
What?
You're calling it.
It's Annabelle against the spread
Who's at this
salad
tape?
with the number guy and Jorel.
I love coconut. This is actually really good.
Jorel loves coconuts. All right, DW, you want to tell the story again for the folks that maybe didn't hear this last week?
The story about Jorel?
No, not his life story, but
No,
the
he
reason why we're doing the
challenged
ATS.
me one night. He challenged all of us.
Yeah.
It was a Friday night at like 1, 2 in the morning. And I got a message on Facebook and it said, how about you guys take on the Silk Master?
The master.
And you got to pick 4 favorites, 6 confidence picks, and whatever the rest is.
And there was icons for every one of those, right? Little emojis.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
confusing.
maybe I don't know. I think it was just the words in this particular message, and we kind of already got our own thing going on here. It's kind of hard to just scrap what we're doing and then pick up with the Silk. So, what did we come to, Jimmy?
There were some negotiations behind the scenes. Mm-hmm. And, excuse me.
The vape went down the wrong tube.
Yeah, excuse me. We decided that we'll do 4. Forget the confidence picks, the locks, can't lose, Whales, whatever you want to call them.
For evenly
Whale
distributed.
underscore
I'm
capper.
not sure. Yeah, whale underscore capper. Check him out. Drew Dinsick on Twitter, whale underscore capper. So what we're going to do every week is we're going to pick 4. The numbers guys are. And we're each going to pick 1 out of the 4. And then Jorel's picking his 4. And we're going to go, this is against the spread, NFL. And we're going to see who wins. And the winner is going to get,
Rich's spot on the numbers, guys.
that's fine. No,
Wow.
I
he
know.
doesn't look too upset.
No, he looks
I
very
expected
upset.
more of a
This
reaction.
is like
to
a
that.
European
Right.
soccer league
He's
where
like,
you
thank
get booted
fucking
to the
God.
lower
How well
leagues.
did you know Rich? I've never
Coming
seen him
from-
get so
coming
angry
from
before.
Darryl, who just got his last free round of golf in his life.
That's true.
What an ass.
So,
Yeah, I mean, Jorel carried the number guy to 275 subscribers.
yeah, he'll bring it. He'll get us there. That's our next goal, by the way, 275. So if your mothers haven't subscribed yet, or your grandma, just subscribe them up. We'd love that. What was I saying? So yeah, we're gonna do 4. He's gonna do 4. We got to use the concession we made was it's ESPN lines, so we have to use ESPN lines. And the winner at the end of the season is going to get the coveted Chi-Chi's
Coconut?
the coveted Chi-Chi's Cup. Now, the Chi-Chi's Cup didn't make it here. It was supposed to be here yesterday. It's not here yet, but it's really nice. It's made of,
It's in delivery.
what's that? Svars, what's the crystal? It's made of crystal.
Did they have those
nice.
at the Chi-Chi's restaurants back in the day?
They don't, but it's going to be filled with Chi-Chi's.
And what do we do? Just share it
And
between
fried
the
ice
4 of
cream?
us?
Yeah, we'll
Or
be able to
Jorel. Oh,
yeah,
we'll
so-
display it here in the
Jorel
studio.
also would like Benihana chicken fried rice, lobster tail with his garlic butter if he wins.
Oh, is he watching right now?
I don't know. You just
Oh, you just-
responded
you-
to me on Facebook.
Oh, on
so,
Facebook. Okay.
Just throw me a
Well,
Mexican
go to
pizza.
Benihana's and Jorel can just chip in $50 for all of us.
You know, I've
if
never
he
actually
loses.
been to Benihana.
Oh, really? You
Oh
gotta
my
get the
God,
lobster
you're
stuck
in
in
for
your
a
head.
treat, my
It's,
friend.
it's no Chi-Chi's. I'll tell you
No.
that.
No, they
better
don't
than
have fried
Chi-Chi's.
ice cream, but they do have. They make the steak, whatever steak you like, on that hibachi grill. I don't think there's any better way to have a steak, to be honest with you.
Nice and tender.
Tender as can be.
Yeah.
I guess
Okay.
that's something to do with the grilling process.
Could be. It has an Asian flair, right? I know that from The Office. I saw that on The
I
Office.
don't want to make this a big thing.
Well, it's not a big thing. I'm just saying it's a Asian.
The one where he had to mark the gal so he knew which one was which.
That's the one. Well, that's one of the best episodes, the Christmas one.
They are hard to
pretty
tell
good.
apart sometimes.
Now that's where we didn't want.
Come on.
That's exactly what we
That's
didn't
why
want.
he marked them.
Yeah. But check this out. So this is
Gotta
silk
leave
here.
a little bit to the imagination, Rich.
I'm sorry, yellow fever is a thing.
Jorel goes by Silk. That's his name. You can check him on Instagram at Silk Football or on Facebook just by his actual name at Jorel Petree.
Okay.
And here's what scares me a little bit, guys. I got to be honest. Look at these numbers, and these have not been independently verified by the numbers guys, by the way. So
Yeah, I don't
this is
think,
from
I
Jorel.
I don't think
I don't
Arthur,
know. I
Arthur
don't know,
Anderson
man.
didn't check these out.
Rich
Yeah,
gave
no.
an unqualified opinion.
Is this even his real picture? That didn't look like him on the show last year.
This is when he has less facial hair. So, 2022
He's a
regular
sneaky
season,
one.
59%. His playoff 16-4 in 2022, 80%. 2023, 61%. 2023 playoff, 69%. Lifetime, 61% overall. But he does, like Darryl was saying, he breaks them down for locks, which is obviously the picks that he feels the most confidence in.
Okay.
Then confidence picks, and then the remaining.
I mean, what are the odds that these actually
field.
go in order when you do this? Like your locks are higher than your confidence higher than your remaining.
I don't know,
Like,
man.
Come on.
He's got high conviction on some
I can't wait to watch them eat my Benihanas with a lobster tail. I'll tell you that much.
I will say, since we discovered Jorel, could we say we discovered him?
I don't think.
No, I don't
say
think so.
that.
It's been
I
a while,
think it's
around a while.
I've been following him, and these are pretty accurate. So God bless him. I hope he can keep it up. I really do. Actually, I hope
you and
just not the
Jorel,
ones
we should
against
be
us.
living in Vegas, living off the hog. We shouldn't even be working anymore.
Screw Africa.
He has, yeah. He
Yeah.
blessed the rains in Africa. I
You
think
don't
he
need to
said.
Those
say
blood diamonds,
save the children anymore.
Yeah, rough gems. So here
uncut
are
gems.
Jorel's picks. We were supposed to connect via telephone on the show, but he wasn't able to make it. So next week we'll have him on via telephone.
Who are we calling instead?
Ghostbusters.
I talked to everybody I know. Nobody wanted to
I
be
think
on
we
the
just
show.
go. I think we just go Jerky Boys and just call.
This is
He just wanna- hey,
Soak's picks.
hey, Rubberneck. Rizzo.
If you had to call one person
Yeah.
that had to answer the phone,
They have to answer the
and it
phone.
can't be your mom,
Okay.
who would it be?
Ooh.
Nobody under the
Shit.
age of 30, obviously, right?
No, probably not.
Is this like an emergency, or do
This
you
is
need
like-
a trivia
this
question
is just
to
a-
win $1 million?
You're going to make a call. Somebody has to answer it, not let it go to voicemail.
Like your life depends on it.
Yes.
So that person is
I'm
reliably
calling,
answering the phone.
Yeah,
like,
it can't be you
unquestioned.
can't be your immediate family.
No.
Oh, they don't answer the phone.
Oh, man. That's a tough one.
No immediate feeling.
I'm thinking one of your coworkers probably would answer the phone.
Well, no, I thought the idea was they have to answer the phone.
That's what I'm saying. I'm thinking one of them might answer the phone.
Well, they'd answer the phone anyway if I called them.
Well, they have to, though.
No, they have to answer the phone. But I'm saying there's a chance that they probably would.
Jay.
But I'm
wait a
saying
minute,
it's probably
wait,
not
wait,
going
wait,
to.
wait,
wait.
I'm
JT's
saying you got to call somebody right now.
Okay.
In fact, we should just test this theory
So,
out.
okay. This isn't, I
You
call
call
somebody,
somebody.
throughout history and they have to answer the
No,
phone.
this
This
is
is like
one
for
of
the
your
show?
people in your
Oh, fuck, I
contacts.
don't know. I call anybody. What do you want me to call? I'll call somebody right now.
Yeah.
Can't be immediate
Who do you
feeling.
want?
Not somebody from your immediate family, though.
Okay.
Okay,
All right,
call
let's do
somebody.
it. All right, tell
Let's
me
see
who
if
you
they
want.
answer the
I'll call
phone.
them. I'll call them.
Can't be somebody under 30, I imagine. They wouldn't answer the phone for you, I imagine, right?
Under
I know
30?
you got a lot of kids over there at the local Boys and Girls Club of America.
All right, so not immediate family.
No.
Ah, shit. Well, why don't you give me somebody to call?
Like, call a coworker.
Call
Gary.
How about
I don't
it,
know.
yeah?
Your
I'll
life,
call- I'll
your
call
life
G.
depends on it,
I'll
Jim.
call
If they
Snoop.
don't pick
I'll call,
up,
all right, I'll call Snoop. He will answer.
Call Vince.
it has
Vince
to be
is
someone
bowling.
100%.
Bowling.
Yeah, he's bowling.
He doesn't answer their bowling day.
Is it Thursday?
It's the
All
first
right, hold on.
Thursday after Labor Day.
I'll call
Season
Gary.
starts.
Let me make sure I'm connected over here. I'm assuming I am. Yes, I am. Okay.
Did we get a text for the show yet?
No. In fact, I have to update the app. I guess I don't think we're gonna get any text tonight. Not that we would anyway. All right, let's call Snoop.
Call the Hilltop.
You going with Snoop?
I'm calling Snoop. Yeah, let's call Snoop.
He's probably taking a dump.
Well, we'll see. He does have a lot of.
A lot of bowel issues there.
See if this works. All right, we're patching in Snoop right now, live.
It's Jimmy.
Snoop, you're live on the numbers, guys. Snoop.
I am?
Yeah, did I catch you at a bad time?
Oh, no.
Can we
One
use
for
your
one.
voice on the air?
Did you give us?
I'm looking at my D minus,
Oh, for your draft grade.
my draft grade.
Who do you play?
Another D.
Are you playing me
What's
first week?
happening, draft guys?
Who's G playing first
Oh,
week?
Snoop's in our league?
Yeah, Snoop's in our league.
What team is he?
He is
Lucky.
lucky.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm playing you, Snoop.
Was he in
I'm
the league
playing
last year?
Jimmy.
No, is he playing?
I switch around every year. This year I'm taking young guys,
Young Hope
rookies.
Kip? What?
Yeah, somebody drafted him. Yeah, it's a kicker. We just want to know who is your what's your best bet for NFL this week against the spread?
Oh, Jesus.
Do you have one?
My best bet, I'm going to say Green Bay.
Okay. Green Bay.
Brazil. He likes them over the Eagles.
Getting 3, Gary?
Getting 3.
All right.
Not bad.
Yep.
I like that.
I think Love showed me a lot. He's good.
Is your kitten on your lap right now?
No, my kitten is a monster. He's a monster.
Well, my wife will take him
He
from
has
you.
his moments. He goes crazy, and then he
Everybody likes a
sleeps.
wild pussy.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, I got the wildest pussy you've ever met.
Oh, boy.
You know what happens? His tail's so fluffy. He brings centipedes up from the basement. They get onto his tail,
Oh, dear Lord. That
and
is.
then they come off upstairs and freak me out. Spiders.
You
and
never
centipedes.
know what you're gonna get when you call it G. So
No, you do.
G, you always throw a curveball in the equation.
All right, so we should do this every week. We're gonna randomly
you know
call
there's centipedes
one of
not
our
there?
You gotta
friends.
call in every week.
Yeah, we're
and
gonna ask you
I'll
random
guarantee you-
questions, and there's gonna be some surprise answer that we're not gonna expect. So.
No, how about this?
Yep.
How about this? We're whatever your pick of the week is for NFL. We are required to bet it on the numbers, guys. We have to take it. What do you think of that?
Oh wow!
That'd be fun.
I'm passing on that.
We're gonna.
You're bet- well, no, we'll
I
do it
shoot
as a
shot
from
group.
the
this.
hip. So I wouldn't put too much on my bet.
Actually, I think it's a pretty good call. I like that call.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Philly always starts out a little slow. Let me see, where's the game at?
Oh, it's in Brazil, Gary. Are you aware?
Yeah, I think they started 9-1 last year.
She likes Brazil. She likes the females.
And here's
At
the deal.
home, isn't it?
I don't know if this would change your pick at all, but they said the Packers
Philly
are
at home?
2 hours away from their the facility.
Is it Green Bay?
Yeah.
They couldn't use their green color because that's like gang stuff.
Well, Philly wears green too. Though.
Yeah, so they all had to change.
Huh? I didn't hear that.
Yeah, because it's gang color. They don't want to. They told them change their unis. That sounds pretty good. Good choice, NFL. Playing there.
Smart.
Hey, what?
Wise.
Gary, it was great
You're
talking with you,
required
buddy.
to everyone's going Green Bay.
Thanks,
hey, listen,
Gary.
I just found out that this is another fun fact.
Oh wow.
Venezuelan gangs
Okay.
have now gone into a Chicago apartment and started evicting residents. Now the gangs are getting involved.
Well, you saw that happen in Aurora right after we left Aurora.
Yeah,
Me
we
and
were there
Tones.
like a
So-
few days earlier, right?
Yeah.
So they think they're going to pull the same thing in Chicago.
I like
Look up what a switch is, okay? Because their gang members are warning they're going to be pulling out he says, oh, they got machetes and they got these old revolvers that don't work for shit. He says, we got switches. I'm going to tell you what a switch is. I'm going to let you guys look it up.
Isn't that like a
But,
Like the
a
greasers.
stick,
They
kind
used
of?
the-
Yeah.
The knife,
Or is that was a
switch
knife, like a
knife.
switchblade?
I think, right? The
I
switch.
thought the
knife.
switch was like a hard, but like almost like a whip.
I thought Hell's Angels said they were going to come in and boot these people out.
I like
the
that
Hells
they have
Angels
the.
would never let you know that they were going anywhere to do anything, okay? They're going to Durango for the bike festival.
Gary,
If something happens in Aurora, the Hells Angels will leave no trace that they were even there.
Gary, I like that they have the real estate legal savviness to move in and tell them that
They do. They have a lot of nerve.
put
Oh,
their
yeah.
name
They do.
put their names on the
On the lease?
Mailbox.
Or on the deed?
electric company.
You think
bills.
I don't think they did
Yeah,
that.
did they?
No, I doubt
Call
they
the
did
cops.
that. They get these gigantic debit cards, some up to $20,000, and they're called Biden bucks.
I thought $20,000 would buy you a hell of a pad in Venezuela.
They're called Biden
You
bucks?
can, I guess I'd go back home. The only bad thing is they were let out of prison in Venezuela, so
like
they don't
that.
want to go back home.
Them some bad hombres.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Stand by.
yeah.
Stand down.
Trump said they're not sending their finest to people.
He didn't lie.
Well, Trump was always right about that, and you know what? It's funny. Venezuela is like the safest place on the planet right now.
Yeah, all the criminals
figure.
are.
Because they're all here. Habitating Aurora and Chicago. Bastard.
I just can't wait for it to go off, man. I just can't wait because in Chicago they don't play. But I want to see what these switches can do. They're not very accurate, but you don't need to be accurate when you got a lot of them.
Okay.
And it's not a stick, or I'll give you a hint. It's not a stick. It fires a projectile,
Oh, no shit.
Switch.
Like a
like a bullet.
like a blowgun or something? Like one of those kind of things?
Darts.
All this time I thought he was talking about
I'm
a
gonna look it
I'll
up.
text
video
you.
I'm
game.
gonna
I thought,
look it up.
I thought knives like. There
I thought it was like
a switch,
more like a knife type thing.
yeah.
All right, I'm just gonna Google the word
According
switch.
to my outsiders
Switches
trivia.
in Chicago.
Okay, I get
Nintendo
Nintendo Switch. That's not right.
Yeah, that's what my kids play all the time.
Yeah.
That
Nintendo Switch.
my son's playing Mafia now. You familiar with that one?
I remember
Switch Chicago.
Oh
I
yeah,
don't know.
that's your
about
kid's
switch
probably going to
weapon?
beat
in
everybody
switch
in
weapon.
fantasy football too.
Oh, here you go. Hey,
We'll see, Gary. I'm not ready to turn it over to him just yet.
This describes Daryl, switch hitter.
Oh,
Wait, no, I'm sorry, that's not right. Okay, hold on. Switch hitter Chicago slang weapon. Let me try that. Oh, I didn't spell that right. Pistol switches are in the news.
I've heard
Oh,
of
there you
pistol
go.
whipping.
That's what he was saying because he says it's shot.
All right, Chicago are more dangerous by cheap guns, switches. A simple cheap metal switch attached to guns can quickly turn into illegal automatic weapons.
Wow.
Yes.
Huh.
Where I get one of these?
The
This is
key
from
word,
Aurora.
Automatic. They blast off like 100 fucking bullets in 2 seconds.
Wow.
How's that sound?
And everybody's got them.
Interesting.
I ain't going to Chicago if you paid me.
I thought you were at the DNC a few weeks ago.
No, I'm not going anywhere near Chicago. Detroit, they don't play in Detroit. The gang squad keeps the gangs, in their spots. So it keeps them out of the downtown. But in Chicago and Philly and Baltimore, the populations live in the cities. Detroit's the weirdest city where nobody actually lives. I mean, there's a few thousand people that live in the city, but in general, people don't live in Detroit proper.
Very true.
I've heard that
If you
before.
ever noticed.
You ever seen the overhead map of the freeway system in the city of Detroit there, Gary? Looks like the
I probably
spokes of a
glanced at
bike, spokes of a bicycle.
Yeah.
All the freeways
Yeah.
are getting you the hell out of the town.
That's right. On
Yeah,
purpose.
you ever look at Houston?
Been there. I had never
It's
looked
a
at
big circle. I lived there.
Oh,
I didn't know that.
you ever been to Sugarland?
That's news to me.
No, Westwood.
Oh,
Everyone's got a Lamborghini in that town. It looks like a Florida or a movie set of like rich people. Every store is like Dior and Yves Saint Laurent and all these high end.
Bougie-
And it looks like a
Bougie-
movie
what
set.
Balenciaga?
Balenciaga.
Yeah, Balenciaga.
Don't ruin
Shout
my
out
wife's
Mrs.
Christmas
Midwest,
gift.
trip to Hawaii, Houston.
No,
That's about
the
45
bougie
minutes outside of
couture.
Houston.
Wow. Well, I'll tell you what, we got more than a top pick from you, Snoop, tonight.
Yeah, we got
We got
facts.
some education.
Oh,
Got a little
Fact
fear.
bombs.
do an episode.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm happy to do an episode.
All right. Well,
from
we'll get
my
you back.
couch.
We'll get you back in. All right, pal.
Hey, I want to know how that colonoscopy went.
Yeah, Richie, he did ask about that in the comments. I don't know if you ever.
Went well on one polyp, Gary, and a lot of poop.
I know. Isn't it amazing how much poop can be in a person?
I lost 5 pounds. It was great.
Exactly.
I would
Well, I'm
consider
glad
a little
you
more
got that
fiber
over
in your
with.
diet.
You can't have fiber when you're doing that stuff.
No, I'm just saying when you're, not getting a colonoscopy.
Well, who says I don't have fiber when I'm not getting a colonoscopy?
If
He
you
eats
got
fiber one cereal
5
every
pounds
I
worth
bet
of,
you I eat more fiber than you.
you ever heard of
When you get
Metamucil?
older, it doesn't
You like
matter
mini wheats?
what
Sure.
stuff. You got intestines that are miles long, and
They
stuff
are.
sticks to the inside. And no matter how much fiber you eat, it's still going to stick.
Well, at the beginning of the show, I said this was going to be one of the top 10.
Hey, Gary, you always stick.
Who we calling
So
next,
top,
guys?
Top 10 best. All right. Now we're done.
Thanks,
we're done
Snoop.
calling. Snoopy, love you, buddy. Thank you.
Pet your pussy.
All right.
And we'll catch up with you,
Send
buddy.
in your
Next on the
cash
list.
now. For your
There is
fantasy
nobody
football.
else on the list. This was just random. We said, let's call one person.
There's only one person on the
I
list.
said, let's call
It's
Snoop.
you, G.
So we called you. And
You
we
were
got your
the-
top
he
pick,
was our
so-
lifeline today.
Appreciate it. Call me again.
All right. We'll call,
Sure.
we'll call you anytime.
Stand by and stand down.
All right. Stand by. See you,
Is
buddy.
that,
All right, later.
Bye.
is that who was the
There you
guy
have
that,
it, Snoop.
who was the guy that Drew and Mike used to call back in the day? Delbert or the guy from Arkansas?
Oh, I don't remember that.
Oh, they used to call it a gold guy from Arkansas that would, and they used to randomly call people
Yeah.
in the phone book.
Oh, yeah.
And they picked somebody in Arkansas, and he was, they enjoyed him enough that they'd call him periodically, and he would
To check in.
talk with his Arkansas accent and
Oh, that's awesome.
say some inflammatory things about, gays and
Sure.
African Americans.
Yeah. That's kind of like Gary in a way. Just
Well, I wasn't
kind
gonna
of.
say
Not,
that,
not
but-
quite as much, but yeah, I could see he could offend some people.
toes
from
the
time
line.
to time. Yeah, he does. I like it.
like it.
Now we know what a switch is. I didn't know what a switch is. I thought,
Learning lesson here.
yeah.
Thing is, Gary's got a lot of sincerity about the health of your colon.
Oh, he
No,
cares.
he does. He cares.
He knows.
Important thing.
He's dealt with this colon for a while.
You're 45 now, 46, right?
Him and your friend,
You guys, who's up next?
Yeah, my other buddy.
what's her name?
What?
Him and
Oh,
Gary and Andy.
Katrina.
Oh, she does. She carries.
Yeah, she'll
cares
talk
very
about-
much
She'll
about
tell
the
you you
colon.
have cancer if you eat beef.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Let me get back to this, so we can go watch the rest of the upcoming football game at some point. We got this is for the Chi-Chi's Cup, everybody. Jorel, here is his 4 picks. He's got the Ravens +3, -120. Texans 2.5, -120. Steelers. This one really got Tones' coach.
Wrong.
Steelers +3.5.
I like that pick, actually.
-150. Oh, okay. Rich likes that pick. And the Cards +6.5.
Don't like that one at all.
Don't like that one. So, again, next week, Jorel should be on the show. We should be able to call into him, and he will give his explanations as to why he picked those. But in the meantime, Richie.
Yes, sir.
What was your pick? I'll give you a hint. It was the Chargers -3.
No, I just we're doing the challenge right now. So, yeah,
Yes.
I went Chargers -3 there at home against the Raiders. I do like the Raiders coach a lot. He's kind of like the X factor. But,
I do too.
I just think Harbaugh really is going to try to get going on the right foot. And he has the better team. So, I took the Chargers.
Yes, sir. Tones.
I like that pick. That could have been mine if I was number 1.
Yes, you had the
I was
Lions.
number 2, like Gary's colon, and I gotta take my Lions. Night game to start the season. Ford Field's gonna be off the chains. I think the Rams are similar to last season. I think the Lions made an upgrade on defense. The Achilles heel in that game was their secondary, and they put a lot of resources in that spot.
Well, the Rams also lost Donald, though.
So I think
That's not going to be good.
I think the Lions' offense could be a little a notch better, and their defense is going to move up a few notches. So all else equal, Lions beat them in the playoffs at home. I think there's even a wider margin between the two teams. Opening night, juiced home field, maybe one of the best home field advantages in the whole league. I can't see them not winning by at least a touchdown.
All right. So that was Lions -4.5. Dubs, Vikings 1.5.
Yeah, -110, I think.
Yes, sir.
Vikings, they're simply playing the Giants, and I believe the Giants are probably the worst team in the league.
Yeah.
Where's that game at, Daryl?
Giants, New York City, which anybody will tell you there's no true home advantage in New York City. You ever heard that before, Jimmy?
Never heard that before.
Yeah, New York, it's all tourists and terrorists.
A mishmash.
Wait a second.
No.
A melting pot of
The melting
people.
pot, absolutely. People travel there to just say they've been in New York and
Try to slice the
follow
pizza.
their team. So there'll be some Minnesotans there.
Sure.
That a word?
Sure. Yeah, Minnesotans.
Minnesota.
Possibly some Jet fans that think they're playing at the same time.
Right.
Yeah.
There's no Giants logo at the 50-yard line, right? It's a NFL logo.
Is that what it is?
Pretty
they
sure.
don't change it for the game?
They don't
How about the end
change it.
zones?
I hope so. I don't know. But something about the 50-yard line for the Giants that's related to the NFL, I guess because the original owner, which was like, I don't remember who it was, but apparently he was, let's go with that.
Sure.
That he was a pioneer for the NFL, and so they show the NFL logo and not the Giants. It seems like he's kind of getting gypped on the deal. I know we can't say that anymore, gypped Jimmy, but
No.
nevertheless.
The gypsies have a problem with that.
Well, that's America.
It really is the Giants logo, though.
It's just some words.
Yeah.
Letters.
It looks stupid on the 50.
Some letters.
It does. It's not appealing.
By the way, I'm going to catch up in the chat here. Aunt Debbie says, this is some serious shit. Yeah, no shit.
Very true.
Language.
Sorry. Well, Aunt Debbie said it first.
So you got
it's
to figure out
okay.
this TV
Excuse.
here.
Yeah, Tones, you work on the TV there. And then Snoop gives us a couple of laughy faces. Laughy faces from Snoop. And my pick was, it's actually one of the same ones that Jorel has. I got Ravens +3. That came to
I considered that, too.
Yeah, I think that's the play. I mean, it came to a pick for me.
I honestly think they all played them in the NFC Championship or AFC Championship last year. They just had, weren't we watching some of that game, Daryl? Like, they just had bad turnovers in the red zone.
Yeah.
Like Lamar, 3 or 4 of them.
Lamar made a few mistakes there. He's not ready for the Super Bowl just yet.
Didn't say Flowers. He had something. Did he reached over the goal and got it knocked out in that game?
That was a bad scenario there.
Yeah.
Oh, was that one of those ones that went through the end zone? That was a touchback.
But you know what?
I think so.
The Chiefs also had those kind of plays all season long. There was a reason that it wasn't played in Kansas City. They just had a bunch of bad losses.
Oh, yeah.
Could have
The
been a
Chiefs,
home
They
game.
couldn't catch a football for most of the season.
Tony lined offsides by 2 yards.
Is that the one
when,
was that win called back?
that was called back?
Yeah.
for-
Yeah. Remember that one? That was, what do they call that?
So,
the hook and lateral?
Yeah, I
What
think-
Yeah, that was one of the best hook and ladders of all time, though, because like Kelsey reared back and winged it like across the field. It was awesome.
That was awesome.
I think
looks like we have a weather delay.
I think generally
Just 20
speaking,
minutes
you
or
saw the Chiefs beat the Ravens, and the Chiefs are expected to be
I didn't know there's one.
better this year, and the Ravens are expected to be a little worse, which is interesting.
I don't know if the Ravens are. I don't think they're going to be any worse.
No.
I mean, I know they lost some pieces, but they also got Derrick Henry.
Yeah, Derrick Henry.
Derrick Henry
So-
at 46 years old is
30.
going to score 20 touchdowns this year.
He
gonna have
very
a
well
lot.
could. But
So receivers reduced a little, running back upgrade.
yeah.
They still have Flowers. Like I mean, they have Flowers
Hollywood.
and Andrews. That's all they. Oh, Hollywood sucks.
He doesn't suck.
He's got a cool name, Hollywood.
He has a real cool
It's
name.
because you draft him in your fantasy league. Doesn't make him good.
I'm
And he's
curious.
also from Hollywood, Florida.
Is that true?
That's a fact, Jack.
Wow. Is that why they call him Hollywood?
He's from the same area as Antonio Brown. Are you familiar with his work?
I am very
I believe
familiar
he's
with
his
his
nephew.
work. Yeah.
I guess
Chippewa.
familiar
This is his
personalities
nephew.
too.
Oh, that makes sense then.
That makes a lot of sense.
I thought it was his cousin.
Did you guys know
What
that
can Brown do for you?
the Chiefs, or I'm sorry, the Ravens are 28-0 against the spread when there's a rain delay?
No shit.
I heard
Yeah.
that before several times.
Lock in now,
Is that true?
folks.
No, that's not true. It'd be cool if it was, though. So
We
anyway,
get those cool Chief hats.
Is Taylor Swift in the house yet? Have we gotten that update?
That's all I care about at the start of the season.
here
I
is.
heard that they had broken up, Jimmy. Is that true?
I don't think that's true.
There's a
I don't
contract
follow that, though.
they. Oh,
Here's our picks: Chargers -3, 115. Lions -4.5, 110. Vikings -1.5, 110. Ravens +3, 120. We're coming for you, Jorel.
So we have really 3 picks different, though.
Yes, we have
Okay.
3 picks different. One is
'Cause
overlapping.
You neutralized them on one.
I did. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
What's next, Jimmy?
All right. What is next? You know
Yeah,
what? We should
what's
maybe
on
do.
the
You guys
agenda?
want to do a little trivia?
Yeah, sure.
I love trivia.
I thought we
all
were
of
supposed to
trivia.
do that by now.
Calling the
I reversed it. Remember I called that audible?
Called an audible.
And I fixed the trivia, by the way. So it will.
Just for Anthony to cheat again. We're back.
Numbers, guys, trivia.
I'm
Here
sure
we
he
go.
double-checked.
Are you ready?
I'm ready for some football.
Which NFL team won 17 consecutive years on their opening day?
What a stupid question.
Which NFL team won 17 consecutive years? Holy cow.
That's a lot, dude.
That's a lot of years on their opening day.
Wow.
Pretty impressive by anybody's metric. Yeah.
It's kind of
So
those
this is
crapshoots.
just randomly a team that did this 17 years in a row at some point.
They did it 17 years in a
It's
row.
not ongoing.
It's no more. Nope. The streak ended a long time ago. Well, not a long time ago, but a long enough time ago.
Yeah, this is. A
We
silly
were all
question.
alive when the streak ended. How about that?
Basically, you just want us all to get it wrong so you can buy the beer next week.
That's
which
the
is
problem.
going to be
Okay,
Rich
so if
buying the
everybody-
beer, so it doesn't really
If
matter.
everybody gets it wrong, I got to buy the beer. If nobody gets it right, that would be the same as everybody gets it wrong. If everybody gets it right, I got to buy the beer. If one person gets it wrong and 2 people get it right, they have to buy the beer. And if 2 people get it wrong and 1 person get it right, they have to Rochambeau to determine who will be buying the beer next week.
Well, if you're
We will-
buying Jimmy, I'm buying.
Yeah, that's cool.
I'll
I'll
audible for you.
say it's probably either the Yankees or the Celtics.
That's the wrong sports.
Oh,
wrong sports. It's NFL, by the way. Did I clarify
dang it.
that? No,
I
I said
lost.
I said NFL.
that's Trivial Pursuit,
I said
right?
that.
For
No,
dummies?
I don't know if it said NFL. Did it? I assumed it was. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I didn't put like the NFL logo there. I didn't think you guys
It
needed
was like the Mandela effect.
That's exactly what that was.
Good guy, there, Mandela Philip.
Oh, he's a good fella. Good guy.
Still alive.
Good fella.
Is he?
Yeah, he is still alive, right? He didn't die, correct? That's part of the Mandela
That's
effect.
part of the effect.
Yeah, right.
That's the, maybe the
like-
butterfly effect.
Yeah. Do you guys know what that is?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think I told you about that.
I
Remember the
don't-
Berenstain Bears?
Oh, you might have mentioned that. Yeah.
That's part of the effect.
That's the number one
Who taught who? The
Mandela effect. I was noticing it one day. I said, Berenstain Bears. Why is it spelled Berenstain Bears now.
Well, you were convinced they were Jewish. I remember that.
They were the Hebrew practicing, sure. And I Googled it, and it said, oh, the Carson Mandela effect. You think that it's something, but then it turns out you just misremembered it, and everybody has the same misremembrance.
Yeah.
It's crazy. A lot of them stick. Some of them don't.
So what are the popular ones? Berenstain Bears, which is
Something to do
Berenstain
with
Bears.
the
Star Wars.
the Monopoly guy doesn't wear the monocle.
Doesn't wear a monocle, which is total BS.
Right.
I swear there's a chance or community chest card where he has a monocle on.
I would think so.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Although,
Should I look it up?
no, don't do that.
I got to do it now.
We got to keep the show under 3 hours, Jimmy.
What'd you say about Star Wars, Tones?
There's some quotes that get misquoted
Is it like
all the time.
It's like the
The Luke,
Force.
no, the Luke, I'm your father, but it's
Oh.
people.
Oh, that's right
always
here, Tones.
It's one of them, I know.
Looney Tunes versus Looney Tunes, the way it's spelled.
Which
I am
one's
your
right?
father. Sorry, can I get was never named Looney Tunes with 2 O's. It was always U's.
So he doesn't say Luke, I am your father. He says, I am your father.
Yes.
First
But everybody
one.
says, Luke, I am your father.
Because he says, no, no, no. And then Vader says, I am your father.
Yeah.
I think that's the way it goes.
The Berenstain Bears.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
That's one. Monopoly,
No,
not to be confused with Mr. Peanut. He wears a monocle
he
for sure.
definitely wears a monocle.
Yeah,
That's
definitely.
what we're conflating.
Fruit of the Loom. This one's a little fruity like you, Daryl. But despite what you might think, no, Fruit of the Loom never had a cornucopia.
Well, whoever fucking said it did.
I kind of
I
remember
pictured it as a cornucopia,
too.
yeah.
No, it's just a bunch of fruits.
Well, you're immune to the Mandela
Yes,
effect,
two-
Rich. I don't know what that
I'm not
means.
immune to it. Just there's some of them that don't. I'm saying not all of them stick to you.
Two T's in their name.
Rich is
And
a
I challenge you not to find the Monopoly man with the monocle.
Rich is a notorious anti-vaxxer.
Right.
Hey,
Like,
then, you guys are zigging, I'm zagging.
No,
Thank
that's
you.
cool.
Like RFK. Okay.
The Flintstones. Tell me about the Flintstones.
Okay, they've never been called the Flintstones. Didn't everybody know that?
I said Flintstones.
yeah,
That's
Flintstones. That's
yeah.
Borderline.
That's not
That's
even a
bullshit.
thing.
Walt Disney's flagship character, first appearance for Mickey Mouse, Steamboat Willie, had Mickey Mouse steering the helm. Okay, he didn't wear suspenders, and he doesn't now. Mickey Mouse wearing suspenders.
I thought he did wear suspenders.
I
I
thought
they
he
were
did
red.
too. Yeah,
Like red suspenders.
that's what I thought. Okay, maybe not.
Steamboat Willie, good flick.
Some of this is kind of crappy. Shazam. Okay, there we go. That's enough. That's enough of that.
All right,
All right. AD Dub.
back to life.
Yes, sir.
You know what we got?
Libation
This is a
Exploration.
better bet.
You say that every time. Better. This is going to be teaser talk.
I'm mad.
Teaser talk.
I
Darn
want
it.
more beer.
Yeah. Explain what a teaser is, D Dub, please.
A teaser is when you get six and a half, or possibly 7 points to pair 2 games up together, but you have to win both. Similar to a parlay. In fact, it is a parlay in a way. Is that
Okay.
true? Do I have that in there?
I thought it's when a hot chick pretends to like you.
No, but back in my
That is
back
a
in
tease.
back in my day, Rich and I would tell you it's called a dip.
A dipperoo.
A dip. I heard that
Yes.
term a lot.
Yeah,
back in
dip.
the day.
We always called it a dip. Yep.
Absolutely.
And the main draw of the teaser is
Well, you get the 6 points or 6.5 or whatever the agreement upon is,
yes.
and you get a better juice calculator.
You get fixed odds is the
Fixed
idea.
odds.
You buy it at fixed odds. It used to be 110. Used to be even money back in the day. Used to be even money on a 6-pointer.
Also, I could only, well, I'll let you proceed, but there's only one place I could find it at the preferred rate these days. I don't know if I'm right about
I think
that.
you're 100% right. At least in Michigan, you're
So,
right.
so the rate is minus 120. A standard bet should be minus 110, but they all seem to play with it nowadays instead of moving.
Yeah, 112, 108. Like, is that supposed to change your mind?
No, I think like they were saying South Point, which is merely a casino in Vegas that you can't bet them in Michigan or Colorado.
Cheap
or
steak and
anywhere.
eggs.
Cheap after midnight dinner.
Visit Michael's for all the best in.
But they will not fiddle with the juice on either side. It's always going to be minus 110 on a spread, and they will move the line, and they won't move the line until they have enough reason to move the line.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Minus 110 all the way.
Always going to be minus 110.
Okay.
And then they just move the line when it's time to move the line. Too many bets are at plus 3.5, then they're gonna drop the line to plus 3. So I hope I'm not getting off on a tangent here, Jimmy.
No, but that makes a lot of sense. I wish everybody did that instead of
Yeah,
making it minus 120 at 3.5.
Well, you know what
That
happens?
makes a lot more sense.
I think the first thing you probably do every week, Jim, because you're a sharp bettor,
very
is
sharp.
you figure out the hold on all these things, and what they do.
Yeah.
Tell our fans out there at home, Jimmy, what the hold is again.
That's going to be the amount that the sportsbook is taking as their commission.
So they fiddle with the hold. They get more hold by fiddling with the juice. They say it's 112 here and it's 109 there, and somehow they squeeze out a little more juice than they were supposed to get.
Of course they do. Greedy bastards. I hate
like
the
that.
sports books and the casinos. That's them.
I feel like they're all about them.
They don't care about you.
That's the way I feel.
Yeah.
I know it's inflammatory to say that, but I feel like it's
a lot
true.
of people are inflamed right now. All right, so here's an example. As Daryl said, it's basically you're buying, in this example, 6 points. So either you're going to if you're taking a favorite, you're going to increase the spread by 6. If you're taking a dog, you're going to increase the spread by 6. If you're taking a favorite, you're going to decrease the spread by 6. So here's what I did. I went to DraftKings and I said, let's parlay these together and just buy the points on the alternate line. That gave me a minus 145 for the Colts. I moved the Colts up 6 points. I moved the Bengals down 6 points. But a teaser, because by nature, they're fixed odds. No matter what you plug in here, they're going to be minus 120. I got the Bengals, same lines, but instead of paying $1.45, I'm paying $1.20. And here is the key with teasers. Every book has different rules and different prices. So for every book in Michigan, that matters. Anyway, there's a couple extra that I didn't include on here. Here is what they're charging you for your teasers. So DraftKings, you want to buy a 6-point teaser, meaning you're going to adjust the line by 6 points. You're going to pay $1.20, minus 120. 6.5 points, minus 130. 7 points, minus 140. And if you want to do a 10-point, it has to be a 3-team. They call that a sweetheart teaser. You're going to pay minus 120. So the other ones are 2 teams. A 10-point is a 3 teams. And they all vary in the way that these bets are graded. So at DraftKings, it's not very liberal at DraftKings. On a 2-team teaser, if there's a tie on one of those legs, your bet is void. If there's a 3-team teaser, that's going to be a 10-pointer. Ties will lose. Okay? All right. Moving on to Caesars. They're going to charge you $125 on a 6-point, $140 on a 6.5, $145 on a 7-point. They don't have 10-point teasers. And a push and a void there will not void your bet. It will reduce the legs. So you could theoretically have a 1-leg teaser there. If you had one of the legs tie, you could still come out with more than you put in there versus DraftKings. Probably hence the difference in pricing.
That's interesting.
That is interesting.
You're not really supposed to have a one-leg teaser.
Doesn't really make any sense. No, of course not. MGM, minus 130, minus 140, minus 150, minus 145. Now, they don't have, they're minus, if you look at DraftKings on the 10.3 team, minus 120 versus minus 145. At MGM, any ties are going to reduce the legs versus DraftKings. Your bet will lose on a 10-point teaser if there's a tie. So hence the difference in pricing there. FanDuel, they kind of suck. Minus 134, 143, 150, 143. Ties are going to void the leg. This is basically the same rules as DraftKings. The only difference is on a 10-point 3-team teaser at DraftKings, you would lose. At FanDuel, your legs would be reduced. So you would be left with a 2-team teaser. Then you get into the ESPNs and the Bet Rivers. This kind of sucks because it's basically just a parlay at this point. They have dynamic pricing. It's not fixed pricing, which is the whole point of the teaser. So I wouldn't recommend, unless you're going to take one that's not going through key numbers, I wouldn't recommend putting your teasers there. Daryl, you want to talk about the fact why it's important because you're going through the keys on these?
Well, I believe, and you'd have to correct me if I'm wrong, that the majority of games are going to either end on 3 or most likely 3. And if not 3, then 7?
Yeah, 3 7s, 10s, sure. Those are the big ones, right?
Yeah. Are you going to talk about a Wong?
You can talk about the Wong.
Oh my gosh. I'm not a very good public speaker. Do you want to focus on what underdogs that are what is it 7.5 to 8.5 point dogs?
What'd you call these guys? We call Wong?
Yeah, you never heard of Wong in some games?
No, Wong from the Avengers is a pretty cool dude, though.
That's his pseudonym was Stanford Wong.
Stanford Wong,
Was the name of the author?
who is actually named what?
I don't
What's
know.
his real name?
Don't know his real name.
It's a pseudonym.
Pseudonym, yeah.
Sort of like Mark Twain.
Sure. Yeah.
So he's really not Wong.
No. He just thought that sounded like a.
I gotcha.
I don't want to make it a big racial thing, but it's made it sound like he was a statistician. Wong.
Right. An Asian fellow from Stanford, I think is what he was going for. Stanford Wong.
Yeah.
You connect the dots there. We don't have to get too deep into this, but basically the
Yeah.
idea is, right, you want to
Yeah.
make sure that
certain games that you want to tease.
So if you got a 6-point teaser, you want to be able to go through the 3, which is a key number, and the 6, which is a key number, because those numbers are the most valuable.
And this is something Rich could probably tell you. We figured out back in 1997. Like you don't dip a team and end up on a 0, do you? That wouldn't make sense. Or
Yeah, through the 0.
yeah, or a 7 or a 3,
Yeah.
because they're going to lose by 3. So what
Sure.
the hell?
So what I did for everybody at home, if you look in the link in the description,
So that's Stanford Wong. I don't know if he's a super genius or not.
well, he's a pretty smart guy. I went through and I updated the betting toolbox. If you'll remember, probably 15 shows ago, I put a betting toolbox together. In fact, let me show you guys this here.
Where's it located?
It's going to be in the link in the description. It's a Google Sheet, and you can click on it. So if you go to our description right now and you click on this, you're going to get our betting toolbox.
Do we have a website?
Toolbox. We do. I never put it on the website. I just put it right in the description.
Okay.
So within this toolbox, you're going to find, like you were just saying, the no-vig true odds and hold calculator. That's there. That's one of the tabs. An expected value calculator. NFL half-point values, so you'll know what each...
ready to be put at anybody's fingertips?
It's right there. You just got to
Can't go
download
wrong
it.
with that.
No, you can't go...
Betty Hanna's.
you planned that. You can't go wrong with that, says Rich. And then
Gonna go Wong some games.
I made a teaser price-o-matic. So basically what this is Boyd's. You're familiar with Boyd's? Their website. They do a lot of gambling research and stuff.
Vegas staple.
Yeah, they went through and they analyzed every game against the spread plus 6 points, plus 6.5 points, plus 7 points, and plus 10 points. And to see how many times in history, I shouldn't say maybe not in all of history, but thousands of games, to see how many times those teaser legs would cover. Okay? And if you're going to do a 6-point teaser, these numbers here for the home favorite, -6, -7, -7.5, 8, 8.5, those are the most
Profitable.
Yeah, those would cover the most amount of time. For a 6-point teaser, home dogs, +1, +1.5, +2.5. An away fave at a pick'em, and an away dog, pick'em 1, 2, 3, 1, 2.5, 4.5, and 5. And I broke this down for you. The deeper the green, the better the leg would be.
Yeah, like the hot zones.
Those are the hot zones. So the lighter the green, but you want to pick, if you can, legs that are within that range. Then all you have to do, if you're going to take a 6.5, a 6, or a 7-point teaser, you move down here to the calculator. You select, are you going to do a 6, a 6.5, or a 7? You select the category. Is it an away dog? Is it a home fave? What is it? What is the spread? Put your odds in right here at the sports book. So at DraftKings -120, this will give you the odds of that teaser coming home historically, along with your expected value. So that's right there for you. Now, if you want to do a 10-point teaser, I got to do some different math on that. So we have a 3-team teaser. You would pick the same category here. You would then put the spread in, and it will give you the calculated teaser odds. Again, DraftKings, we -120 on this. This particular one I plugged in here is +109. You have a negative expectation of value there. Teaser would be a no play. So anytime it's over 3%, I have it as a play. Anytime it's under 3%, I have it as a no play. And it's right there for you, free of charge. This is actually, I used the 10 point. I was doing a lot of 10 points last year. I didn't have it this well put together, but this is the methodology I was using for that.
What were the categories on the 6-point teasers there, Jimmy?
6-point teasers, they're the same on each one. So the categories, you got home fave, home dog, away fave, and away dog.
Okay, now my understanding from reading Stanford Wong's Sharp Sports Betting
Talk about going through the zero. That's what
is
you're going to talk
talking about the away favorites. That's something you are supposed to exclude. Home favorites and away and home dogs, but not away favorites.
Well, if you wanted to, you could go over to this teaser.
Did I misread that, or did you?
No, your information was outdated.
Oh,
Here's what happens. The away
it is a 1998 edition.
Right. The away favorite as the away favorite as a pick'em. We can go over here and actually look at it and see what the cover rate is. On a 6-point away favorite as a pick, 6 points, away favorite pick covered with those additional 6 points, 73.19% of the time. And at minus 120, which is the most favorable odds, that's about what you need to cover. So, and now, by the way, the research is from Boyd's, not from me, so I can't guarantee the accuracy that they did their homework correctly on those, but that's what I was using last year.
And that's somebody I'm going to trust. It's going to be Woody Boyd.
Woody Boyd.
Former bar hand.
Yeah, over at Cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, John
Anthony,
Rad.
you still here, buddy?
Yes. Yeah.
He fell asleep for a little
we
bit.
lost Anthony.
Actually, Rich grew a crown.
You're on a tangent.
He looks like Kamala's daughter, kind of. That's one of the things she typically wears.
It's a much cheaper version of the hat. So
Yeah. So hope we all learned
for
something.
the middle Americans that she's trying to help. So
Right.
there.
Just crown their asses.
You buy that.
So this was, you can't really put a price on this that we just gave you.
Priceless.
Free of charge. It's priceless.
I would say it's
free of
priceless.
charge. Every teaser you do, you should be running through this to see what your expected value
That
is.
should be the headline on this episode.
There you go.
Get some
You're
views.
welcome.
You're welcome, people.
Thank you. Next up,
Jim works for you.
work for you. Oh, we have some Snoop in the chat here. He said, "Switch equals a machine gun." Back to the 1920 Chicago. He also said, Westlake, Texas, I only stayed 2 weeks. And he's rolling on the floor laughing his ass off. I'm not sure why.
Probably centipedes.
Centipedes. They're ticklish.
Lots of
They
legs.
get in your craw, man.
Yeah. Or, as Dale calls them, peds. Just peds. Get that?
No, I don't
Is
get
that a
it.
Robitussin? Just tussin? Just peds.
That's what you're
Tussin
talking
was a
about.
real thing, Jimmy.
No, I know
Performance-enhancing
tussin is a
drugs.
real thing. I understand that. So are peds.
It's a lot of shoes.
That means
on
never
those
heard that.
millipedes.
Never. Yeah, you have now. He says, "How can you Chargers into a running team with Herbert as QB and no Eckler?"
I believe that's true.
Oh, yeah. They got quorum now. They don't need no
Forum.
Do you sing that every time, don't you?
Yeah. When the Michigan was playing last year.
Yeah. He says that there's Venezuelan gangs in New York and sleeping at the stadium. What is next on this?
The only gang I remember from New York was the Warriors. Remember them?
Warriors. Yeah, I
The
do.
gangs
Come
of
out
New
and
York.
play.
Come out
Yeah.
and play.
The
And the
weekend
gangs
warrior.
in New York,
Yeah,
I
gangs in
suppose.
New
That's true, yes.
Well, I forgot to put on here. We got to do the NFL in 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, shit.
We almost
Oh my
forgot,
God,
right?
we haven't even done the.
Jesus.
Did we do trivia yet?
This might be an
Man.
11 o'clock show tonight. I'm Richie. And in my neighborhood, we have a train that comes through. Woo woo!
And I'm JT,
That's the
the
extended
whole
cut.
NFL, and possibly the ghost of Andy Rooney
Why are there patches on suit jackets?
in 30 minutes. You good?
Yeah, you're good.
I'm out.
I'm cutting this short. Jeez, you never know what's on that. So NFL, I forgot to update these lines. You guys want to talk about something real quick amongst yourselves, and I will take care of that
Okay.
with the quickness here.
What do you want to talk about?
Tones,
Okay.
talk about something.
Let's talk about since we're going to be going to NFL, what's your top college game that you want to discuss for Saturday?
Well, I think the biggest game of the week is. This is such a setup, Tones. You know what we're going to talk about.
Nevada?
What? So, if
Nevada, I don't know why they're only 1 point dogs, honestly. Did you see that line this week?
does this Wong guy track
Yes.
how many times Fox Big Noon Kickoff and ESPN Game Day were at the same town for a game
So-
on the same Saturday.
I don't think it's all that uncommon.
I think it's statistically improbable, and it's going to be happening in our backyard.
Just so you know, Stanford Wong said, do not tease college games.
Or egg rolls.
He did. He said, "Do not."
No college games.
You don't tease?
Also,
No
no
teasing?
egg
And
roll
also,
tease.
one other point on teasers, Anthony.
Okay.
In the NFL, because you're not going to tease them in college now.
No
You guys
teasing
more
in
of
college.
a spicy mustard egg roll guy, or like the sweet sauce?
Orange chicken.
It's just, we're talking McDonald's, sweet and sour. But also remember,
General
when you're
sour.
teasing, points are worth more when the over-under is lower.
Okay.
Makes sense?
That does make sense.
No.
When you boil it down.
Only if, well, I mean, think about it. If Iowa was an NFL team, right, last year, and the over-under was
they would be a good
19.
28.
So they would be a good teaser team.
Yeah, because the
Hawkeyes.
points are worth more because they're not going to be that many scored. So
They're more of a
six,
premium.
They don't have many.
6 points is worth
6 or 7s
maybe
or
like
zeros to blow through.
12 now.
They
Because,
only have 1 to blow through of
Yeah.
each number.
So
One time.
What's
Jimmy?
wrong with Donovan Edwards?
over there?
I'm here. I'm just getting these. I forgot. This is new this year.
I'm starting to think
I have
Donovan
to update
Edwards
these.
is just more of a name. He
So-
ain't shit. He didn't even get 100 yards last week. Some other guy did, didn't he?
So
we're saving them.
here's what I
For what?
They didn't want
This
to
is
show
what
anything.
I've personally garnered the last 2 years watching Edwards.
Devin
And-
Gardner?
James Garner.
And I like Edwards, but I noticed a pattern with them when it's just a game against whatever team, not a big game. He is just an average 3.5, 4 yard back. But for some reason, in big games, he finds a gear and breaks off 1 or 2 big ones. He did it twice to Ohio State. He did it in the playoffs last season.
Well,
But
expect him to get hurt. He'll be out for 6
all
games.
last season, he was basically invisible until
Right.
he got to the end of the season, Ohio State, and then the playoffs. So he's a big game back. So I would bench him
But
on
you're expecting a
games.
big game out of him this weekend.
Yeah, so I would have him breaking a touchdown this weekend. So
If you had to start an NFL team tomorrow,
yes,
are you taking Donovan Edwards
no,
or Gus Edwards?
Gus Johnson.
Oh, it's a little bit of a surprise,
I'm
but
your
I
favorite
guess
Gus. I'm going Gus Farrat.
Yes, sir.
there you go.
Oh, it's a classic.
Concussed himself.
No, I don't
he
think
was into
Edwards.
it.
I don't think he's going to be a NFL back. I had higher hopes for him, but for
Is
some
he
reason
related
in
to
a big,
Braylon Edwards?
I don't think so. But in a big game, he finds a gear to bust the big one.
He's got
Anybody
elite
wearing
speed.
number 1 on Michigan this year?
I don't think there's a number.
Nobody worthy.
No, nobody worthy.
Hmm.
The receivers they got are all youngins. They haven't earned it yet.
I got it. Sorry about that, folks. We
Nobody
It
knew
was
any
the best
better.
episode and the best conversation
it
of the
was
night.
going pretty good there, ish. But I do have updated odds for like all the major books that we're going to use for our NFL in 30 minutes. Tony, do you want to explain how NFL in 30 minutes works?
Yeah, it was that 2-minute drill for each team. We go through, give our 2 cents if we would bet it either way, over, under, or spreads, and just give our 2 cents and move along. And sometimes we may pass because we don't
Or
have a good
sometimes
feeling.
Joel takes a minute 58.
I
Yeah,
don't know if that's true.
when we could just pass it in 30 seconds some games. So.
We try to get it done quick, folks. So here we go.
That
Here's
stung
the first,
a little more
here's
because
the
it was
first
coming
one.
from Tones.
This is the very first one. We got the Ravens at the Kansas City Chiefs. Game's already underway. Chiefs laying
Almost.
3, pretty much anywhere. Yeah, though you could have got a juiced Chiefs laying 2.5 over at Caesars. What else? We got Ravens plus 130 is your best number there. Chiefs minus 148 would be your best number there. 46 across the board, although a little juice to the under on the 46. Richie, let me.
You're throwing it out to me to start the season?
Yeah, we're starting
I'm
it off for
honored,
you.
Jim.
Let me do this right quick
Give
here.
me my intro.
Hold
Hit me.
We go from left to right.
Takes me a minute
So you
here.
know.
I think we're going
right.
clockwise today.
And on your markets, that go.
All right, Jimmy, I'm telling you what, I like the Baltimore Ravens here, +3. Jorel's got this one right. The silkworm comes through. I like Henry to bust a touchdown here. If you're doing everything touchdown as well, that's just something extra. What do you got, Tones?
I would say sit back and enjoy this game. First game of the season. You got plenty of stuff to bet on this weekend. I got no feelings either way on throwing some money around. Just sit back, enjoy, and appreciate the start of the season.
Well, as you all may know, I have a penchant for trying to get down on these games early.
You're collecting a pension already?
So as to hope that I could possibly get an advantage by getting a good number. And this week I thought I had an opportunity. I got my Chiefs -3 at -100, even money.
Yeah.
And it turns out right now you can get the same number at Bet Rivers, so I really didn't help myself out much.
Good thing you got in early.
As the week went on, I started to think that the Ravens have to be the play because these teams are pretty evenly matched last year. The last thing we remember is probably the Chiefs beating the Ravens.
Sure.
And I think that's where everybody's kind of at. Chiefs might be better this year. Ravens might be a little worse. I guess I have to stick with my pick of the Chiefs.
All right. Here's what I did. My number came to about one, pretty much a pick on the Chiefs. Money line -105, point total 44.1. Because of that, I got a full field goal. I definitely am going with the Ravens there. And we have some chat. Chris Pena.
Oh, my buddy.
Our buddy.
Our buddy, I should say.
Not just yours, Tones.
No, Tones.
I found him first.
Quit claiming Chris. Did you?
I think so.
I think we met in a bar.
I think I talked to him first.
Did you talk to him first?
I think so. I said
we
hi
thought he was
first.
cute.
This the pizza guy?
He wants to know
Pena.
how do we feel about the Falcons? We're going to get to that, Chris. If you stick around here
hold your
for
voice.
another
Yes.
2 hours,
It's
you're
the whole
gonna,
All
NFL.
right, Chris, just for you, I got a hard on him for tonight, so keep an eye.
There we go. All right, here
Did
is
not need to know that.
number 2. We're actually going to I changed it to 2 minutes and 30 seconds this year. Just
He
saying.
followed.
We're doing
followed
pretty
suit.
good so far.
Yeah, we're doing
Hard
pretty
on,
good.
stiff. That's good.
Pittsburgh D stiff.
Good follow up, G.
Okay, we got the Packers at the Eagles. This game's in Brazil, isn't it?
Yeah, or
is
Venezuela.
it-
Or Venezuela? No,
Yeah,
no,
game
they're
day.
here. We're not going there.
Yeah, all the Venezuelans are here. Not
That's
in
different.
Brazil.
It'd be
Safest
safer in
place in the
Venezuela.
world.
In Venezuela, it would have been
That's
safer.
right.
Right.
So wear your green in Rio de Janeiro.
Touchdown Jesus be watching this game.
See how that works out for you.
Different one, I
Oh, okay.
think is different Jesus.
Eagles laying 2.
They do have a
Eagles
big
laying
Jesus
2.
statue in Brazil.
That's what I was referring
A big
to.
one.
Yes. By the way, these numbers are very fresh. They're very fresh and clean. So
What do they say? How do they say touchdown in Spanish?
2.5.
2.5.
Nah, I don't think it's 2.5. It's something else.
Can we get Google Translate?
All right. Let's do Tones. Why don't you lead this one off here?
I don't like the far travel. You don't know how that's going to affect teams, especially the first week. Man, we don't really got a handle. Typically, you say something like this, you would take an under if you were going to bet anything on an overseas game. So
Well, just like the Chiefs, everybody I heard liked the Chiefs, and same thing this week regarding the Eagles, which is again, didn't the Packers beat the Eagles in the playoffs, Richie?
No, the Bucks did.
Ah, dang it!
but the Eagles fell off a cliff at the end of last season.
They did. I thought they were unbeatable. I stated they were unbeatable.
Early in the season, they looked.
They were like 10-1,
I thought they were a favorite to go all the way, but
and they beat all the good teams.
and they collapsed.
Everybody kind of cooled on the Eagles for a bit, but all of a sudden this week, everybody's back on the Eagles. I think being it's a neutral court, Jimmy,
Yeah.
it really depends on what that number is. If you can get it to 3 on the Eagles, not the Eagles, the Packers, that might be the play. But otherwise, leave it alone.
Okay. Richie?
Yeah, it was a tough read. A lot of people like the Packers. They're
getting a lot of love.
A lot of love.
Pardon the love.
Pardon the pun.
Pardon
right.
the pun, yeah.
And then the Chiefs. The Eagles fell apart. I mean, pretty bad last year, where it seemed to be an issue with the coach and Hurts.
Is there
I
a
don't
hot
have
seat involved?
There's a hot seat. Was his name
Sirianni?
Saratogi? Sirianni.
Did they make up,
Sirianni?
Nick
did they
Sirianni?
iron out their differences? You think?
I don't know. I'm not sure why you go to a Super Bowl 2 years and then 2 years later you just completely suck. But I don't know what's going on behind the scenes. I'm gonna stay away from this one. I don't have a good feel for this. I'm not sure the Packers as good as everybody says they are, but I think they could be. They got the potential.
You like Josh Jacobs in the backfield
I like Josh
there?
Jacobs there. That's an upgrade over Andrew, or what was the
Aaron Jones?
Aaron Jones.
Upgrade?
Jones was hurt all the time. Same thing with Watson. Is Watson going to play half a year this year? I don't know these things. And Jalen Reed seems to be the best receiver out there. Pass for me. Long pass.
Time's up.
You don't get a say in this one, Jimmy.
Time's up. I had Eagles laying.
Hey, it wasn't me
1,
this time.
Nothing. This one, the point total I came up
Sorry,
with
I
was.
matched your time.
That's all right.
That was a
I'll blow
long
through this.
just pass. So, I mean, good detail. But
I was
that
giving you
long.
reasons to pass
Yeah.
on it.
52.5 was what I came up with. It's at 49.5. However, being that it is overseas, I can't possibly recommend that. So let us move on to the next one, which is it's the Packers and the Eagles. Did I just say that? Yeah. That's
On repeat.
Well, let me tell you
Oh,
about
yeah.
this game. No.
How about the Cards and the Bills? The Cards and the Bills. Cards getting 6.5 all over the place. 240 is the best you can do on the Cards. Minus 290 on the Bills. 47 to 47.5 is going to be the point total there. And D-Dub, you want to lead us off here?
Cardinals should be the play. I think everybody's expecting the Bills to take a step back this year after they've lost the likes of Gabe Davis. And who else did they lose, Rich?
Stephon Diggs.
Stephon
Yeah,
Diggs.
he's
That's
One of Daryl's favorites.
He's
yes.
gone.
Out of Maryland.
And who did they replace him with? Marquez Scantling?
Yeah.
Scanlon and who's the cat
Valdez
from Washington?
Scantling?
Curtis Samuel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Keon Coleman.
Yeah, your buddy.
Rookie, you can't expect much out of a
You still
rookie.
like him? Does he left Michigan State, or does he still got a
Eh.
place in your heart?
He's all right.
Okay.
He's
Daryl
all right.
never liked him
I
until
was
he
never a super fan. I liked
caught about 7 touchdown passes against
Jalen
Washington.
Reed and
He's no
Jaden Reed
He's
and
no Charles Rogers.
C.
Who
Raj.
is?
Yeah.
Did I give you an answer on that one, Jimmy?
Sure. Tell
What'd I
us.
say?
What do you think?
I would take Arizona with the points. I think Buffalo wins by 3 or 4, but I'll take the points with the Cards.
This feels like a trap game, but I'm going right into that damn trap. Give me the Bills, baby, at home. I feel like they want to make a statement. I think Diggs was trash. He's number stat wise unbelievable, but that guy's got like some
Statistically
issues.
trash.
It's addition by subtraction,
Garbage
as they
stats.
say in the talk. If you're behind the scenes, so he's got an attitude problem. They played better without him, so give me the Bills in this one. And I don't Marvin Harrison Jr. If he had a really real quarterback, I'd be excited about him, but he does not.
Murray could sling once in a while. I'm not a big fan of Murray, but
Well, if he gets off the Xbox,
yeah,
The former Heisman Trophy winner,
yeah, that one.
5'8.5",
Not Andre Ware.
195 pound
Kyler Murray.
Kyler Murray.
Okay. And that's the only numbers guy here. I
Timberlands.
got the Bills laying 4.5. They're laying 6.5. So I would go the Cards here at 6.5. I think that's pretty good. Point total 47. That is spot on the number.
did you
At
factor in
40.
the West Coast to East Coast travel itinerary?
Rich, I factored in all that shit.
And if you buy that, he's got some
I don't think you did.
oceanfront property in
Is it
Arizona
a-
for sale.
Is it a half a point? Is it a half a point per
That's
hour
possible, actually.
of time change?
I'm not going to tell you what the factors are
What's a
because I
factor?
don't want to give that away. But let's just say it's pretty big time kind of shit here. All right, so next we got here you go, Chris Pena. He says that he'll be here and he saluted. By the way, well, thank you for sticking around, Chris. Here is the game that you were
On pins and needles for.
ruminating.
Yes.
That means
I'll
you're
buy
angry,
that for
right?
$1.
I was going to say that.
So you got the Falcons laying 3.5 on the road against the lowly Pittsburgh Steelers. You got the Falcons. You can get them as good as minus 175. I'm sorry, 165 over at BetMGM. Steelers plus 154 at the FanDuel. Point totals 42 across the board. Pretty even juice there. And let's see who would be up. Richie Let me
I'll
reset
tell
your
you
clock
what, guys.
here.
9 times out of 11, I'm taking the Falcons, but this is the 2 out of 11 because on the road, I'm taking the home dogs with the hook. I don't like the Steelers' quarterback situation unless Fields is starting, and I don't know if that's the case. So Tomlin is a wizard. He gets it done. I'm not betting against him. I'm taking the 3.5 and the home dogs on this one.
Yeah. Steelers, not impressed offensively. I think Wilson's starting, which wouldn't scare me at all. Atlanta has made some serious upgrades defensively and offensive pieces. They got legit QB. Bijan could be, one of the top 2-3 running backs in the league. I think they got some nice weapons on both sides. I think there'll be too much for the Steelers, and then I think they could cover that and win by a TD or so.
Well, Jimmy, my numbers calculated the Steelers as a favorite in this game, incidentally.
Okay.
And I don't think Kirk Cousins is going to be 100%. Or at least he's going to have some rust to knock off.
I have faith in your Sparty QB. And you
Major
don't.
Achilles injury
Yeah.
for Kirk? Sure.
And it didn't happen in week 1 like it did for Aaron Rodgers.
Right.
Or
Yeah, that's very
play
true.
one like Patrick.
Yeah, play one of the game.
I don't know if he got, yeah. So I think there's just too much there for the Falcons, who were not very good last year, to go into the playoff making Steelers
I think
and
it's
win.
one of those teams that goes from trash to playoff contender.
I think I would take the money line, Steelers money line.
I'll hate that.
Yeah, I hate to say this, but I'm pretty close to you, D-Dub. My number comes to Falcons -1 and -1, and they're through that 3. So I would have to say take the Steelers here, as much as my head doesn't want me to say that, or my heart. I mean, but it is Mike Tomlin. Can he go 500 this year again? I don't know. We'll see.
He's made the playoffs every year he's been there.
I know. I'll tell you what. I think
Thought he missed it one year.
I think I'm with you. I at 45, or I'm sorry, at plus 154. That is the that's
he's
the
never had a
money
losing
line here.
season.
Right.
Never
That's
loses
true.
season, yes.
I think he went 8-8 and missed
Yeah,
it, though.
plus 154. You can get a FanDuel on the Steelers. I'd have to consult the chart, the point value chart that is in the Better Betting Toolbox to find out if that's worthwhile or not. But I think I might go Steelers money line here at $1.50.
I'm loving it. Let's
Thank
go.
Yeah. Sorry, Chris.
I got you, Chris. When Atlanta wins, I'll be celebrating with you.
Yes.
You do the dirty bird.
I'll do the dirty bird on the Zoom call.
All right, next up, we got. Man, I hate the fucking Panthers. The Panthers at the New Orleans
This is like the
Saints.
ultimate two hated most. This is like the Jim hate.
This is
toilet
a
bowl.
game of hate. I'm going to hate watch this
Hatreds.
game.
Step into the hate pit.
2 of my least favorites. You got the Saints. The fucking Saints have the lay points. Probably mainly home field advantage plus maybe 2 there. The Saints laying 4. Panthers, the worst team in the NFL by every metric that everybody has, including myself, plus 4. You could, if you wanted to, if you're a moron, you could take the Panthers at plus 170 on the money line, or you can lay 192 with the Saints, 41.5. That is going to be the total here. And who's up?
Tones.
Probably me.
Bones? Go for it, Bones.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of Carolina or Bryce Young. I don't think there's much punch there. New Orleans should take care of business and cover that 4 points. So, ride the Saints. And should be good.
I would probably take the Saints money line and not win much. But I took the Saints on Survivor. They play in that garbage.
You did, huh?
Yeah.
Saucy. Did you join the league?
Yes.
Welcome aboard.
Thank you.
I joined today, a few hours ago.
I'm kind of regretting that pick because as you think about it, it's the worst it's the worst division in football.
Yeah.
And there's always a team that goes from worst to first. And everything just leads to the Panthers being better this year. Who's the quarterback out there in New Orleans?
Derek Carr.
Horrible.
Not good.
Good.
Not good.
Probably won't finish the season. Garbage.
Why are you arguing with me?
Because
Why are you
Jimmy's,
yelling at
You asked a question. I
Jimmy's
answered
going to
it.
tell you that Carolina's quarterback is no better. I know he's going to say that.
Oh yeah, he's he's probably the worst. That
No,
guy.
I mean, he had a good college career.
He did.
So did a lot of other QBs.
Yeah,
And-
so did your boy CJ. But look what CJ is doing in the NFL compared to what Bryce is doing. Guy's
So
a
they're
hack.
killing more. Right?
No talent.
He didn't win a national championship.
No, that's true.
All right.
Yeah, the guy sucks.
Thank
He should be gone. If they didn't invest so much, he should be gone. Okay, that's my thought. Rich? You want to see
Yeah,
the
this
numbers here?
game. No, it's fine. I mean, I'm all aware it's -4.
Okay.
This game screams to take the Saints, and I'm not buying it. I'm taking the Panthers in this one. I think Daryl's right. This is a terrible conference. Everything's up for grabs here. I wouldn't be shocked to see the Panthers win this conference. I want to be shocked to. Well, give me the odds on Bryce Young comeback player of the year, Jimmy. Ooh, that all the way
Plus
to the
25 million.
I'll take it. I'll throw $1 on it. Thank
can
you
we
very
take
much. The Panthers have obviously upgraded. They had nowhere else to go but up. So I don't think the Saints are good. I don't like their coach. He's like who was the guy from the Chargers last year? Staley.
Yeah.
He's just a loser. He's a losing guy.
Bonehead.
Dennis Allen will never win a damn thing in the Saints. Give me the Panthers on this one.
I don't know. Gary's Colgard would be a upgrade from the Chargers, the Panthers of yesteryear. Here is what my numbers came to. If anybody's interested in that,
Very interested.
Panthers -1.
No, this is what's unfortunate. Saints -3.3. It's 4. That's too close really to play. And 39.1 is the point total. 41.5. That actually could be a play. You got 41 there. That's a key number. You can actually get 42. So I do have the Saints. I played that early on. I think it was 3.5 when I played it. I'm with Daryl. I think that is the survivor play because you're not going to want to use the Saints ever again. And the Panthers, you could just fade the Panthers every week, I think, and be a contender. It could have been somebody. So I'm going to say go with the Saints here. Got to go with the Saints here. Yes.
Interesting.
All right. Next up, we've got.
See you guys later. Survivor League 2.
See
Can we
you
re-up in that
later.
league, Jimmy?
We got the Bears and the Titans. The Bears, they're going to be laying 3.5 on the road. So you got the home dog, the Tennessee Titans. You can get the Bears -185 over at DK. You can pick up the Titans plus 166 at FanDuel. Total's 44.5. There's 145 over at MGM. And who we got? Who wants it?
Stubbs.
Dubs?
Me?
All right, Dubs, go for it.
There's a stat that I can't recite about rookie quarterbacks in their first game and how awful they historically are. It even happened with C.J. Stroud last year, Jimmy. I think that means you got to bet against the Bears. Give me the Colts money line. Not a big Colts fan, but I think this is the time to play it.
It's no Colts here, though. You
Yeah,
got
I was saying, are we
Titans.
even talking about the Colts?
Titans?
I
I
always
blinked out here. I'm like, what the?
Yeah,
I mixed
it's like
those two.
Andrew Richardson, really good, really good.
They both have
Love
similar colors, and I'm a colors guy. I don't bet numbers. I bet colors.
I think you cross-colored.
I thought you were colorblind.
What's your opinion on Titans Bears, Dubs? I'll take the
Same
Colts.
thing,
I'll
though.
take the Colts.
The Titans are just above
about right.
that bottom niche of the worst teams in the league, but I still think you got to bet against a rookie quarterback in week 1. Titans.
Yeah.
Is that fair?
Yeah.
Richie, go take this.
I have a bone to
we'll
pick with
finish
this
with
game.
Tums.
This was the one that was like 4 or 5 points different from when we did Richie's guessing on the lines.
Oh, way
here.
back when, yeah.
And I still say the Titans are supposed to be the favorite in this game, and I'm taking a money line right here just to prove a point.
Wow, 166, Rich.
Yes.
Didn't I just make that pick?
I was
No.
less impressed with your
Why?
because it didn't have the
Did you pick the
excitement.
Colts?
Damn.
Yeah, and you went with the Colts.
Jeez.
Tell us, what do you like here, Tums?
I'm with Rich there.
Not me. I was
think I'm going to take
first.
the money line, too. No, I'm taking the money line, too.
On the Titans?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a
That's
Caleb.
what I picked.
I'm
No,
not a
you
Caleb
didn't.
fan, and on the road to start your career as a QB, I don't know. That's a tough go, and I think the teams are pretty evenly matched. So I'll take the money line.
Thank you.
Home dog.
Taking the money line.
Jimmy? You gonna make it
I'm looking
4?
at Chicago here. Here it is. My numbers on this one. Chicago, lay in 3.5. That's right there. Right there, 43. That is the total. I got no play on this. And we can keep this moving right along.
We saved 14 seconds on that.
Bank it.
Oh, God, this game is going to be weird. You got the Bengals and the Pats. The Bengals laying 8.5 right now.
Yeah, so we don't even know what's going on with Jamar in this game, right?
You don't. He's on my fantasy team, which
He's
is
thinking about playing in street clothes during practice.
Oh yeah, so he's
But
gonna
no
hold out right
contract
to the
has
end.
been signed. He wants a penny more than Justin Jefferson,
A penny more.
which that kind of irks me a little bit. Like, I think Justin Jefferson's better. So why would I give you a penny more?
Yeah.
You can sit on the sidelines because T.
Pennywise,
Higgins
pound
is going to put
foolish.
up 160 yards for you this weekend. You don't even need you. I think they win. I'm not betting this game though. This is. I mean, who's was it? We got Jacoby Brisket going. I
that's
don't
a
know.
fine
How many
barbecue
times-
place to Romeo.
I mean,
I like
they
some
kind
brisket.
of were like, we like Mayo better, but Brisket's older. He's been around a little more. So, everybody likes Brisket a little more than mayonnaise. So we're going to stick with the Brisket. I mean, come on. Make a decision on your fucking quarterback. You rolling out Brisket again, you might as well just roll out the first pick in the first round next year. That's a terrible decision. Shame on the Patriots. That's all I got to say.
Wow.
Bam.
Maybe an overreaction there. Just saying. Maybe. Downs.
Not in New England.
Yeah. Patriots D. I think it will be semi legit.
Patriots D, name me one player.
Just as a group. Yeah.
That's not
Sometimes
a
it's a
player.
group, dude. Okay. But I would say
The head coach was a defensive player, I guess.
it's a tough
Mayo?
call with that spread, the 8.5.
It's more Mayo.
I would probably do an underplay on this. So
Sneaky.
yeah.
I mean, do I have these backwards? Cincinnati Bengals at New England Patriots. They're at.
Cincinnati, right?
They're in Cincinnati. Yeah, I did have
Come
that
on,
backwards.
man.
I'm looking
my
at this.
God. Well, that doesn't
How
change.
the hell did that
Amateur
happen?
hour.
That's weird.
How'd you pull those in?
Carefully.
The odds API. Backwards.
The
On that
Bengals
one.
should blow this Patriots team out, as everybody's telling you. The Patriots are one of the worst 2 or 3 teams in the league. I would not go that route. I would probably only take the Bengals in a Wang teaser, Jimmy.
Oh, no.
Wong.
No, Wong.
Oh.
You're Wong.
Wang.
That's
That's
different.
different. Wang.
Wei Wong.
That's different then.
You know what a Wang is? Do you read that book?
No, I know Stanford Feng. You know him?
I don't know.
Never lived
He's
with a micro
good.
wing.
We have that book actually in the Numbers Guys library.
That's
Tease them. Tease the Bengals.
Tease the Bengals.
Tease
Jesus.
the Pats.
You agree, Jimmy?
Take the 14 and a half.
Here's what I got. I got the Bengals laying 6.5.
you don't
I
have
say you
that.
take the Pats here.
Yeah.
Got to take the Pats here. And hey,
Wow.
by the way, Chris Pena says that the Patriots are rebuilding. They're going to suck this year. Yeah, there's no doubt about that. And Gary Snoop says no respect for the Patriots D. Anyway, 41 is that's right where the line is.
I mean, to your point,
I'd take
Tones,
those
they have
Pats.
that. Who's that cornerback? The Lions. He's good.
yeah.
Christian
Ty-
Gonzalez or
Ty Law?
something.
Ty Law.
He was
a good
great.
fella.
He was a great one.
I love Ty Law.
Hall of Famer.
Yeah, I take myself some Ty Law.
Anybody hungry here?
Ty Law. I'm
It's
hungry.
that Burger King.
All right, so now,
Are we in like another delay or something?
now yeah, we are another delay. Gary
Oh, they
actually
pushed it back
Snoop mentioned
further.
that.
Tones, this is. Or I'm sorry. Well,
Was
let
this-
Daryl take this since he's
Wait.
called this game out.
So the Texans are in fact at the Colts. That is correct. They're playing in
Texans
Indianapolis. I
at-
wonder why those other ones were a couple of them were backwards there. Weird. Texans at the Colts.
Weird.
3 Colts. Colts are at home for sure, getting 3, and plus 130. You can get the Colts on the money line minus 148. 48.5. 249 is your total. W, you want this one?
Sure.
All right. Let me.
It's a bit of a, what Rich call it, a sneaky game.
It's sneaky. Yeah.
Everybody, to a man, will say the Texans are the next great team in the NFL. And so I say they probably will cover this game, but I just got to leave it alone for the first week. I don't know about them Colts, and I don't like them, but I have a feeling early on in the first 3 or 4 weeks of the season when Anthony Richardson's still healthy, they might be dynamic on offense. We'll see.
Yeah,
But
remember
I would leave
last year what happened with Richardson?
Concussed.
Yeah.
Concussed.
Was that
Then-
what knocked him out for the year?
Was it game one?
No,
Right?
that
wasn't-
initially he got hit with a
Yeah.
concussion, and then he got hit with I want to say it was a torn labrum.
And then
Labia, I
the
think it
mustache took him to the playoffs.
Yeah, then Minshew, after the torn labia, took him to the playoffs. That's the way I remember it.
I'm with Daryl on this one. Well, maybe. I don't know. You said Texans? Was
I'm
your
not really
phone?
sure exactly what he said.
Really?
What was your point there?
Rerun the tape.
First of all, you picked
I said the Texans
capability?
are the most favored team in the league,
And
like
then
the
you said
new,
they would
the new
probably
great
cover.
team because of your boy CJ Stroud.
Yes, sure.
But I don't think I would be jumping on that just yet. I think too many people have driven that number to where it is. It should be more like a pick 'em. So I wouldn't play it.
Right.
I simply wouldn't play
You
it.
want to play it? Okay.
Okay.
Jumping on Daryl's picks, I'm gonna take the Colts. That was 2 picks ago. Sorry, but I think
I get it.
Woo woo!
Whoa, whoa. Whoa.
Daryl looked confused. Jim got it.
I got it.
It was great. We all got that.
That's like 4 woo-woos I've had this broadcast so far. So anyways,
It's kind of like a
Big night for
sarcastic
Rich.
woo woo.
No, it was authentic. I meant it.
okay.
Okay, sorry. Go finish your thought here, Richard.
Anyways, yeah, I agree. I think the Texans are going to be a great team this year. Are not great. I think they might make the playoffs again. I think they're a little overvalued, and I think the Colts healthy with Richardson, Taylor, and Pittman might be an interesting play here. If I'm doing anything, I'm taking the Colts, but not in love with it. But I'm going to take them between the two.
Tones, you got 12
Yeah,
seconds.
give me the Texans sending team, all good young talent coming up all at the same time. I think they make a good leap this year and are a formidable team. So.
Formidable. We're going to start with you. It's pretty much what the line is for me. So nothing to add there. All right, here we go. We got the Jacksonville Jaguars possibly at the Miami Dolphins. I think that sounds right. Yes, it is. Got the Dolphins laying 3.5 or 3. Well, you can get 3 juice to 120. You got the Jags. Pick them up for 150 if you're a Jags fan. If not, you can get the, 170 at DraftKings for the Dolphins. 49 points is the total across the board. And let's lead off with Tones on this one because we cut you short.
As we saw last season, especially early on, Miami had some explosive games at home in particular.
Explosive like your bowels.
No, I didn't drink that chalk like Richie just yet. So maybe a year or two away. So, but I think they'll put up some numbers and cover at least touchdown to 10 points.
Tones, we're missing the game here.
What are we
What
doing?
channel do you have on?
I don't know.
I was wondering what was going on.
I thought we were still
This
delayed.
is Red Zone channel.
I thought we were still delayed. Is it on
Fun doesn't
Amazon?
get out much.
Is it an Amazon deal?
What is the game on?
Is it Amazon?
No, I think it's on NBC tonight.
Lifetime pick of the week.
Hey, Snoop, chime in. Where is the game
It's
here?
NBC.
NBC, right? By the way, while we're on the clock here.
Who's up? What
I'll
are we
get to that
talking
later. We're talking about the Jags at Dolphins, 3.5.
I like the Dolphins in this one. I'll let you talk more, Daryl. I think the Jags are just not as good as. I know they made the playoffs 2 years ago, but I don't like that. I don't like their whole team as a whole. Etienne's. I thought he was going to be a stud running back. He really wasn't, and I think Lawrence is just about an average type quarterback. And I just don't. I'm going 8-8 with the Jags. I'm not high on them. Give me the Dolphins.
In my head, the Jaguars played in the AFC Championship game that year, but I do believe that's the Nelson Mandela effect once again. I think they did have a big win in that playoff run 2 years ago. But then again, last year they were trash.
I believe Riley Patterson kicked them past the Chargers.
I think we're on rain delay, by the way.
No,
Maybe
I don't
that's why.
think so.
Oh, no?
There's someone just scored a touchdown.
Oh, okay. Never mind then.
Baltimore, for all our Baltimore friends out there.
There we go.
Oh. Was it Lamar by chance?
I didn't see that. That's why I was.
I think at some point the Jags are going to get it going here, but I don't know if this is the season or not. But I think the obvious pick would be Miami, but I'm leaving it alone.
Hey, by the way, Chris says, Pena says Miami all day. Snoop says Miami over. And then he says, Nicole Collins, baby.
Nico.
But I think he meant Nico.
Nico,
Yeah, I think
my
he
boy,
meant Nico.
another Michigan.
This one for me, actually, it comes out in favor of the Jags. Although I don't agree with my own model here. I got to say the Dolphins, Waddle, Tua, Cheetah. Come on,
Cheetah.
that offense is going to be too potent.
Too much firepower.
Against Sunshine and the
I
crew.
can see it now. Rich has got the pick in his picks later on. Hawk Tua for the win.
Now, wouldn't that be funny? That would be fun.
That'd be great.
I'm curious to see what you got in your picks.
I don't have Hawk Tua.
You don't have
but,
Hawk Tua. Do it next week now.
I had Hawk
That's a
Tua
great
on
one.
my bingo card.
Derrick Henry, though, covered. So whoever had the DK special, we got it was either
I had,
Derrick Henry or Kelsey touchdown today, right?
Yes,
I
I
did
had
have that, yeah.
I had Derrick Henry to score a touchdown, and then Jim talked me out of it. Said Lamar.
You picked
Remember
wrong.
that, Jimmy?
I think the odds were better on the
Yes, they were.
Yeah.
And now I'm sitting
long
with
game.
0.
probably a 50-50 pick. All right, sit on this. We got the Vikings and the Giants. God, the Giants.
I'll
Plus-
jump in here first because I'm really excited about this game. I am not at all excited about this game.
You're not
this
gonna
is
watch
the
this one?
Richie's nap time.
This is a snoozer. This
I
is
don't
a-
want anything to do with this garbage. I'm out.
Richie will tell you in his picks later on. He's taking the Vikings.
Vicodins?
Oh, Snoop says Henry TD. Henry TD with a big explosion.
Oh, thanks.
With a bang.
With a bang. With a bang.
Bam.
All right, Tones.
I'm gonna go under. It's gonna be a snoozer to watch, like Richie said.
Yeah, save your
I
rest
don't
for
like
Sunday
it, too.
night.
Yeah.
Under
Take a nap.
41?
Yeah. Take a nap.
Okay.
The Giants just don't scream excitement to you guys?
No.
I don't understand.
Ever since Cutlets left or is not starting,
Must be
Tones
the,
doesn't
it
give a
must be
shit.
the NFL logo.
Yeah.
I think the Giants are probably going to be the worst team in the league this year, but I could be wrong. The Vikings, though, I have to go on the road with Sam Darnold. I think he probably will win this game, but I'm not going to touch it. Leave it alone. Leave it alone.
Leave it alone. I got Giants plus 1.1. This is pretty much the line.
Wow.
41, 41.7. So nothing
Play for the push.
shaken there. And
Play for overtime.
we got the Broncos at the Seattle Seahawks. Seahawks laying 6, not quite a touchdown. You can get 2-1 Broncos money line. Somebody's calling me. Dave Dooley's calling me.
He wants to be on the
Double
air.
D. Yeah, maybe he does. Hey, text me, Double D. Total is 41.5.
He forgot the show was on the air. He's probably watching sunsets.
Maybe he had
No,
a
it's
pit,
something.
maybe he had his high confidence pick.
Yeah, let's go with Dubs on this one. Broncos, Seahawks. Good, do it.
Once again, Jimmy, Bo Nix, rookie quarterback. What are the chances he's going to go into the hostile environment of Seattle and get a victory? You can screw around with the covering this and the covering that, but just lay down a dollar and win your 20 cents. Seattle money line. Thank you. That's it.
Don't look at me. Who wants it?
I agree with his assessment, but
Thank you.
I'll take Seattle with the touchdown.
You're going to play the points.
Yeah.
I'm still sleeping. I'm not touching this one.
He's still sleeping.
I value my sleep way more than wasting my life watching this game.
How does a realtor Lauren feel about your sleeping?
She props me up, make sure I'm comfortable. It's important to get
Makes you cozy.
A good passageway to the
good
from the
passageway.
larynx to the bronchial.
We do know you're an avid snorer, Rich.
We do. I heard you would give me some good competition.
I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good.
You'll give some stiff competition there.
Here's what I
I
got.
don't want stiff.
I would say I'm probably sleeping with tones if I have to choose.
Yeah. Oh, day.
I'll tell you what, I woke up in
100%.
the middle of the night at Chris's house, and that wasn't me snoring. I'll tell you that.
Oh, boy. It was, never mind.
The walls are thin. The walls are thin, my friend.
3.1. I got the Seahawks laying 3.1. This is a play, man. This is a play at 6. 6 with no juice. This is a play for me. Not a top pick, I don't believe, but I think I might have put this in a teaser possibly. And I have to look.
You like the juice?
I'd have to look. Oh, and we do have, you like the juice? Is that what you said?
That's what I said.
You like the juice?
Might be over your head.
Oh, I got it. By the way, Realtor Lauren says, Realtor Lauren just loves his sleeping. And then she's laughing about that. Snoop says, roll him, otherwise
Damn
bed
near killed him.
sores. Bed sores, yeah. He also says that the first score 2024 belongs to the D- graded Snoop for his fantasy team. He got a D-. I got a D- or D+, I think.
I got A plus.
Yeah, you did.
Rich
you had
is
a good
number
draft this year.
one.
Good
Go
draft
figure.
skis.
I end up playing him in week 1.
Going back to back.
I'm
Yeah,
number
we'll see.
2, and I play Rich number 1. That's not fair.
Well, that's just let's just
Just
cut
luck.
to the chase.
Nah,
We'll see what happens.
I guess.
All right, we're getting into Tone. I'm gonna let Tones lead with this one. The Raiders at the Chargers. Chargers laying 3 across the board. You can get them minus
they're
a $1.50.
Yeah, there we go.
Who's this fella?
Worthy, baby.
40 points.
Xavier.
I got him for
Xavier,
Rookie
yeah.
of the Year on a futures
Well,
bet.
that's a good start.
There you go.
That's a good start.
Electric.
I got the hashtag Harbaugh effect in action coming to the Chargers. I think they had a lot of talent. They weren't getting the most out of them. I think Harbaugh, what he does is gets the most out of the talent available. And I think changing the culture, they're going to be much tougher to play against. Every place he's gone to, he's had a pretty immediate turnaround throughout his career. So I think they take care of business, and they'll cover that 3 points, no problem. So,
Thought you might say that.
yes, after previous combos.
I thought so too.
Harbaugh Kool-Aid.
How do you feel about that over?
I wouldn't touch
KC
that.
and
Oh,
Baltimore?
this?
Yeah.
Oh,
this
that's right.
game?
This
Yeah.
40.5. No, okay.
Yeah, I talked about this
It could
one
happen.
earlier too. So
Yeah, it could happen.
I think I'd mentioned I'm a fan of the Chargers in this one. So just backing up my earlier claim. I'll let Daryl talk.
Did I already talk? I feel like I already talked about this one.
Let's
but
move on though.
That's how excited I am about this one. Actually, I mean, the Raiders. I just I can't get any good sense that they're heading in the right direction. And the Chargers, I feel exactly the opposite about everything that Anthony said about Jim
History
Harbaugh.
tells us different. So.
So I'm more of a John Harbaugh guy.
Well, I like both Harbaughs, but yeah, I mean he's got a track
They're both
record.
winners.
I'm more of a Tom Crean guy.
Not a winner.
Not a winner.
Jim, it's up to you, buddy.
There it is. Chargers laying 2. They're laying 3. I'd probably go the Raiders here. Not a huge, not a confidence pick, but you
It's
know,
not a confidence
if I
pick.
was looking for something to do,
You got a couple extra
That's what I
little
would do.
pennies at the end of in the afternoon.
yeah, nothing.
Sure.
Nothing
Down on
Who's the
Coronado
rush bagger
Beach.
there.
Is that Zaire White or something? Is that the guy's name?
All right. Let's give this one to Rich because I know the way he feels about this. This will give a shout out to Aunt Debbie on this because I know
Boys.
she's a big fan too. You got the Browns at the boys, the Cowboys plus 2.5,
Debbie, how about them Cowboys? Because
and they're in Cleveland.
They're in Cleveland.
regardless
I
of
don't
what this
care.
says.
The Browns.
Aunt Debbie.
they
Show
got,
some respect.
Yeah, a little respect here.
Debbie to me. She ain't my aunt. I think Cleveland's actually going to suffer, not be a very good team this year. I got them at 5-6 wins. I think everybody wants the Cowboys to lose, so they're picking the Cowboys to lose. But I'm going to take the Cowboys in this game. I'm not huge on the Cowboys either. They should finish second in division because you never win the NFC East 2 years in a row. But they're going to beat the Brownies.
Yeah, I could see a mucked up game under on this one. I think Cleveland's offense won't do a ton, but their defense is good, and I think it'll keep it low scoring.
I think this is the perfect play for a Wang teaser, Jimmy.
Wanger.
Wait, Wonger.
We got to get this right.
Wing Chun.
Wong it. I think you got to Wong it. You'd pair him up with the Bengals, maybe. I don't know. Make that Cowboys getting 8.5. What do you think about that? That's a good number. Go
Okay.
through the 7.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, even go through the 8. In the modern era of Wang teasers, you might want to go through that 8.
The modern Wang era. Here's
Yeah.
what I got. Pick 'em, basically.
Everybody Wong Chung tonight.
So you're Cowboys.
Yeah, I go Cowboys here. And really the thing here, which I think is actually a top pick of mine now that I'm thinking about it, possibly. I don't remember what those were now. But it was, I got 45.5 for a total on a 41 line. So think about going over on this game would be my recommendation. And let's take a real quick second here to catch up on the chat. We got Realtor Lawrence says Rich claims he has or claims he's sleeping during these games, but we're going to be downtown already.
That's going to be a problem.
That's a good point.
Are you going?
Don't be sleeping
Yeah,
and
we're
driving.
going.
Okay, are you going to take a little nap in the afternoon?
I might nap on driving on the way down. You never know, Tone.
Yeah, hopefully we'll be able to go to the what's it called? I almost said a bad word. What's the name of that bar we went to last time? The
Queens?
The Queens. But
The
we
Queen,
actually
yeah,
got
Queens.
reservations at Gilbert's kids' place What's that?
Oh.
That new bar.
Gillies,
down there.
Gillies.
Yeah.
Sounds a
You
lot
gotta
like
have
that.
reservations.
Oh, it's a fancy.
Well, we did just in case
It's
because
a fancy place,
it gets pretty busy on game day.
I like reservations.
Yeah. This sounds
No reservations.
like Anthony Bourdain.
Where would we put the Indians?
It's a good show.
This sounds like that time you guys went golfing without us, where we had reservations and we
We
not
had,
part of them. Remember that?
we
Rich?
had no tea time.
Yeah.
Sounds like the time you went to Denver without us.
Well,
Hey.
there was an open invite for that.
Jimmy, I don't want to backtrack, but
Yeah, sure.
Cowboys. My model said that they were the second best team in the league last year.
I don't know if I came the second best team of the league, but
In the NFL?
Yeah,
Really? Wow.
all right, let's move
they
along
obviously
here.
weren't.
They
so
still lost in the first
my
round.
model needs a little more crazy
A
glue.
little
I
more
think.
tinkering.
Yeah, work on that. The Bucks and the Commanders. Commanders getting 3.5. Again, I think this is actually in Tampa Bay, not in Washington. I think this is backwards too.
I
I think you're right. I think this isn't
think
Tampa.
you're right.
I'm pretty sure I'm right. So anyway, the Commodes are plus 154, Bucks minus 176, 42.5. It's going to be your point total here. Who would like this one? This piece of shit of a game.
Is
You want
there
this one?
is there a quarterback playing for the Commandeers?
We're not sure if there's going to be a quarterback in the game.
Isn't it Daniels? Jaden?
Oh, is he a rookie by chance?
Yeah, he is a rookie.
Bet
So,
against
our
him.
philosophy
Bet against him.
on the road
Take-
and a playoff team, Tampa. Yeah.
As Rich will tell you later, take the yuck and ears.
Huh?
Right?
I heard
The
you say that a
yuck
few times.
and ear.
I don't think that would make my cut.
Oh, I don't know.
I got some good ones for you, Dubs.
I'm
goody.
excited to get to the top picks to see Rich's unique
if-
brand of humor.
Maybe before midnight. We might
Yeah,
get
all
there.
right. Come on, Toes. Let's do one. Bucks and Commanders.
Yeah,
Come on,
same
won
thing.
a couple games here.
Tampa by more than 3.5.
Tampa minus 3.5. You're taking the Bucks,
I'm
Jimmy.
taking the Bucks.
Let's go, Rich.
Well, I'll tell you what. I agree with Daryl a lot of time on his rookie quarterbacks,
Thank you.
but this one is special, and I don't like the Bucks. I'm going to take the Commanders, and I like the money line. This is not your father's Commanders.
Oh, you like the Commanders money
I
line?
do.
Plus 154.
I'm putting a couple shekels on the money line for this one.
Okay. All right. I got to go Tampa because this is backwards, so I got to look this up here. Okay.
I don't know if they're going to be able to handle JD.
I don't know.
Does he have a brother that plays in the college ranks?
I don't know.
Oh, God. I would have to go Commanders here, too. I didn't. This really bothers me, though. Tampa Bay minus 2.2. They're 3.5. That's through the 3.
I like it. I think the Commanders'
God.
offense is going to be legit this year.
Man, I don't like my model anymore. That's bullshit.
Your model's true. You got to stick with it.
I guess. I guess.
You got to take the emotion out of the model.
That's the idea. All right. Now, I don't know who.
There's a lot of heavy weighting on what happened last year, right?
Yeah, there is. There
So,
really is.
I mean, you could early understand early on that you might have the first couple, 2-3 weeks wrong, right?
Yeah.
By week 4 is when you feel a little more.
Week 4 is the week.
Well, we know who to start with here.
All right. Who wants it?
Daryl. I'm just
Oh no, I think Anthony's about to.
Let's give
He's
it.
ready.
Time
to-
juice.
get
I
it to
mean,
His pants are about to burst.
Yeah. Like,
so 1 year ago, right now, we're sitting here at Thursday night game. Everybody was cautiously optimistic that we were on the precipice of making a playoff run, and we knocked out the Chiefs. And
the cheese.
everybody knows the history. We were very close to the Super Bowl. Everybody's jacked now. In my lifetime, the expectations probably have never been higher to start a season. And
1991 much? Don't sound like you do.
no, I don't think they were even that high going into that season. So
92 possibly.
maybe, but I think because of all the young and up and coming players, all at the same time, I think we got
For example,
Gibbs, Hutchinson, Sewell.
He's got that was too easy.
Yeah. So I
Still waiting
think the
for a
Rams are
Patriot.
pretty similar as last year. We beat them at home in the playoffs, and I think the Lions have upgraded. So I think touchdown, spread would be legit. So I take the Lions to cover.
Rams, one of my dark horses for the season, Jimmy. You know what that means?
sounds racist.
It does have a little bit of a.
Yeah, some connotations.
Katy Perry sung about that one time. Dark Horse.
Is it? Dark horses.
No, it's
No, it's
Dead horse. That was Guns N' Roses, right?
Yeah, it was.
Sometimes I feel like I'm
Horses.
beating a
There's
dead
something
horse.
Isn't that what's the Pride in the Iron? No, what's the metaphor for heroin?
Horse.
Just horse in general. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Glad we worked that out.
I think Cooper Kupp, if he comes back healthy and goes back to his old ways, circa 2022, that's a pretty dynamic offense. And I expect more out of them than what their season win total is. I think the Lions still beat them, and I'm not going to touch it because I don't want any of Tone's...
I like the over. That's all I had time for.
Well, you know what? I'll allow some extra time on the Lions if you want it, Rich.
I think the Rams can be dynamic on offense. One of the best teams in the league if Stafford stays healthy, which is a big if.
Greatest show on turf?
Not as good as that, but close. They could be good. Really good. I'm not sold on that running back being anywhere near Marshall Faulk, but is it Kyren, whatever his name is?
I think it's Sherwin-Williams.
Sherwin, the Shermanator. But I like a lot of points in this game. I think the Lions defense will get better, but it's not going to be game one. So get your popcorn ready for a Sunday night shootout.
There you go. I came with the Lions laying 2.1. They're laying 4.5. I would have to go Rams here, unfortunately. Point total for me comes to right against the number.
Is it through the 3?
It's through the 3. It's
Okay.
4.5. Yeah.
Okay.
So you kind of got to go Rams there. If you're me, and I probably will, as much as I'm wearing my jersey, I got to bet with your head, not with my enlarged heart. So
You might want to get that checked out.
well, that's what my wife says, but whatever. Okay, here we go.
Do you
Here's
feel
next.
any numbness?
Just in my left arm. We got oh boy, this is an interesting game. The Jets at the 49ers. You got the 49ers going to be at home, laying 4.5. Mm-hmm. You got the Jets. You can snag them on the money line with Aaron starting the game, plus 180. 43.5 will be the point total. Would like this one.
I'll start. I really don't have a feel for who's going to cover this game. I think the 49ers should win it, but this might be, as Darryl says, a wonger. You might want to take the Packers 10.5 and dip it with the kicker going over 3 field goals or something like that.
As
You
Rich
do
would
that?
say, who is the Packers playing? The Packers? He said the Packers. How dare he make a mistake?
Did I say Packers?
He said Packers.
Oh, because
How
Aaron
dare
Rodgers.
you?
Yeah, Jets, whatever.
Yeah, I could see.
Good call. Thank you
I'm
for
not
correcting
gonna.
me.
I'm not gonna crucify you like you did with me when I said Colts, instead of Titans.
Colts, Bears, Caleb Williams, lots of C's there, I guess.
Battlestar Galactica.
Battles beats.
Bears.
I know a lot of people really want to like the Jets in this game, but just hold your horses. I'm sure Aaron will get them to 9 wins. Maybe he's not a spring chicken anymore, guys.
Yeah, I think it's going to take him a little time to get back in the groove.
Isn't that his neck of the woods up there in
Yeah, for
NoCal?
a long time.
And he's got a historically bad track record when he played for the Packers going back up there. He never did much good.
I think this is the best 2 defenses going against each other. So I'm playing the under on
I
this.
like it, Tones. What's the number? 43.5?
Yeah.
44?
43.5.
43.5.
Might be a good single game parlay, Jimmy. Taking the Jets and the under.
Not bad.
I like that one a little bit. I definitely like the under. The under historically wait until closer to game time because a lot of times people are betting the over at the last second.
Coming in on that. Yep.
So I thought I would get in early, not on the under, but on the Jets. I got it at Jets plus 4. What a boob I was.
Didn't work out well for you. No.
So I like both those parlayed together potentially.
Here's
Jimmy?
what I got. I got the 49ers 2.5. You can get the Jets 4.5. As much as I hate to say it, because I think we have a lot of question marks on the Jets with how good is Aaron going to be. I'd have to go Jets there. Probably really not a play, though, in all
Wow,
honesty.
look at that total, though.
Yeah, my point total comes to
Yeah, your
38.
underplay looks good.
So
Yeah.
I think Darryl,
Yeah.
We coincide on that one.
Yep, Jets and the under dipperoo. Wongaroo.
You sort through all your sports books there, Rich. Find one that's got a nice boost on a same game parlay, or possibly some insurance. The Jets and the under would be correlated, if you know what that means, Jimmy. I don't think you do.
No, I have no idea what
but
that
maybe
means.
throw in there a Christian, whatever the running back's last name
McCaffrey.
is, and make that a 3-leg parlay. I don't know. Single
He's only
game.
got 2. Oh.
The Jets and the under and Christian McCaffrey to score.
No, I was just saying Christian only has 2 legs.
No,
So that'd be
that's
hard.
true. He makes a good point.
All right, let's switch back to college football real quick. My boy,
What?
my buddy.
Are we through the whole NFL?
That's,
in
oh,
30
by the way,
minutes?
that was the whole NFL in 30
Do we have
minutes.
like closing music or something?
Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun,
An outro?
dun-dun-dun,
Like it?
dun-dun, dun-dun. That's Crack's music. Okay, my buddy, College Football Joe, he gives out the top 3 picks that he has every week. Last week, by the way,
What is this, a segment or something?
yeah, it is now. I made it a segment. It's good. When you have-
Cinephile Joe is what we
Who the
call him
hell's
at home.
College Joe.
when you have the buttons, you can do whatever the fuck you want.
Who is this guy?
So unless you get some fucking buttons, Rich, it's going to be.
Did you just take Jorel's face and put it on Joe?
Slap a beard on it.
Did a cartoon of
right.
Jorel?
He's got to get some legs or arms on his glasses there, whatever you call those.
Yeah, it
Limbs?
just has
Yeah,
a
there
hand
is-
coming
there
out
is
of his
nothing.
beard. That's kind of weird.
So are you ready? Last week, 3-0-0, better than every numbers guy with the exception of Daryl, who tied him, but not just on college football. Good week for Daryl last week.
Well, tell him
we go.
what his golf picks are this
He
week.
doesn't have any golf picks. Here's pick number 1.
Is he like Scotty?
He's got Iowa -3 at home against Iowa State -105.
Not bad, that one.
That's his pick. Iowa minus a field goal. He's got the Syracuse Orange Man +3 against Georgia Tech. Home dog
Nope.
Yes.
Let's go for 2 so far.
-110.
Looks really good there.
And then next week he's hopefully going to be on the show once his son high school or to be elementary school football Joe is done with hockey.
Nope.
We got Texas
Oh, Tones doesn't.
Nope.
-7.
That's a loss for you.
By the way, we got it at -4.5, but he said play that to -14. 2 touchdowns
Nope.
against the Michigan Wolverines. -110.
I can't disagree with college football Joe.
And by the way, I those numbers at the bottom, 2022, 2023, those are verified numbers. I have verified
They're
those numbers because I
Jorelish.
know them. Now they're not quite as good as
Joe
Jorel.
Relish?
Jorelish. Jorelish. So there you go. College football Joes. Should I do some chat here? I will. Wow, Gary Snoop's in the chat like a motherfucker right now. He says, I never liked the Harbaughs. One refused to handshake after the Lions game. Remember that one?
Schwartzy.
Yeah. The other one chasing millions. Okay. I can see that. Tones disagrees with you on that one.
Yeah. Schwartz was kind of a toolbox too. So
Yeah, the Schwartz be with you.
Yeah, I remember that. That was something.
Jim Harbaugh or Meg Ryan? Who do you choose there, Anthony?
Fumble.
Probably take the lady. So.
Okay. Proud of you to say that.
Jack Nicholson is prime.
By the way, if you're dumb enough
Nicholson.
to watch us instead of watching the Baltimore-Kansas City game, it's tied 7-7.
Big fumble, though.
Yeah, big fumble.
Looked like Lamar just kind of dropped it on purpose. If you're,
I think he's trying to point shave.
yes,
No, I
that's
have no
exactly
proof of
what
this,
it looked like.
but I think he's point shaving. He's Snoop's saying he's taking the Rams with the points. Williams cut Puka, big Rams guy. Aaron Rodgers going to blast off, he says.
Is that a sex thing?
KC 7, Baltimore 7, Worthy touchdown. Joe is 60-40. Yeah, you're right. Pretty close.
60-40.
Pretty close.
The H? What does that mean? 60-40.
Oh, we got top pick. Man, we got a lot to do
60%.
here, guys. I got to move this along. All right, so here is our performance. If you're wondering, like, why are these guys? Why do they have a show on YouTube, for crying out loud? Here's our NFL top pick performance for the lifetime. Richie, you're only down 3 for your lifetime
One of my better categories.
for the NFL. That's true. Last 30 days, you're up 0.89. That last 90 days, you're up almost a unit. Tones, for your lifetime, struggled in the NFL a little bit, down 7.74. But for the last 30 days, you turned it around, buddy, thanks to the
There you go.
preseason.
Preseason.
Up 2.7. Dub down 7.33. A lot of red on your columns there, Dub. I'm sorry
That's
about that.
weird.
You're going to start the NFL regular season down 2. So you got a bit of a handicap, and so do I. I'm up 16.33 for my life. But the preseason, I put one bet in. That didn't come home. So I'm down 1 starting the season. These guys have a pretty good advantage.
Huh.
To look at it like that, don't they?
That's one way of looking at it.
How about the NCAA?
As the fly said, as it flew over the mirror.
That's right. It's one way to look at it. NCAA Richie up a Nats private by 0.33.
The most finest unit known to
That's
man.
a great unit. Down 3.14. God, did you make that many NCAA picks already, Rich?
Maybe.
I didn't realize that.
Yes.
Tone, same thing, kind of the opposite effect. He's up plus 9.12 for his life, but down 2 for the NCAA season thus far. Dub down 4.76, but he's going up plus
Yes,
1.74. And then there's me. I'm just going to stay at 4.05 because I'm done with the NCAA, unless it's college football Joe's picks. That's it for me. How about over our lifetime for every sport, for everything we got? Here's what we're doing. Rich struggled over the summertime, down 27, almost 28. Dub actually made a pretty good comeback over the summertime, down only 9.27. Tones struggled as of late, down 15.9. I've been bouncing around that 33 plus 33 mark for a while. And as a group, minus 18.8. Our number one sport is not football.
Soccer.
It's not soccer.
Women's tennis.
Golf.
It is women's tennis. Women's tennis at plus 22.49, followed by MLS soccer plus 6.32, followed by men's basketball plus 5.71. 5.71. Yeah. All right.
These are the top picks.
Oh, not college
Time
football.
does
Joe
Joe
again.
get on this?
Joe's getting a lot of.
He's paying for the advertising.
Whenever you
Make sure
hear
you check
his
out
voice,
college football
like,
show.
Getting a lot of play.
Yeah, sorry about that. All right, here we go. We got top picks. Man, I'm so excited about this because there's going to be a lot of NFL in this. Rich, you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, here you go, buddy.
Is that sarcasm, by the way?
No, I'm
Going to be
excited.
a lot of NFL on it this week.
I think there's going to be a lot of NFL.
A lot of women's tennis.
I think
Probably
I only
a
have
lot
one
of golf.
NFL pick, and this is it.
Church. Oh, Cardinals.
The Cardinals.
Okay, I get it.
Pass on the Cardinals.
That was clever.
They, well, I almost went with likes little kids, but I decided to go with church leaders instead.
Ouch.
So,
Okay.
going Buffalo. One of my favorite picks this week. So, minus 6.5. Yeah, I think I agree with Joe on this. I scouted this out. In fact, I don't even want the 3 points. Give me the plus 120 in the Orangemen over the Georgia Techers there. And then one of our favorite bets. I should have made this bet last week. It was a easy win. Bearcats with the K always do well. They're getting 21.5 against an average UCF team. So Sam Houston is just one of our. I know it's one of our most commonly talked about picks.
A true Texas gentleman, by the way. Yeah.
Who do you like better, Jimmy? Sam Houston or Stephen P. Austin? Just curious.
Just curious.
Favorite
I like
Texan?
Bobby Dallas. One of my favorites. Yeah. You know him?
I do know him because on Facebook, Anthony might have seen this. There's a clip of you talking about the guy from the soap opera TV show, Dallas.
Dallas. Yeah.
Yeah,
That was Bobby Ewing.
Bobby Ewing. Jr.
JR.
JR says they say he's the original badass. And there's a gal that says, "Why don't you have another drink?" And he says, "Well, you're a whore."
I like
Sounds
that.
like a good show.
Can we get that
I
theme
like
song
that.
instituted in this show?
How about this? Oh, you want the Dallas theme? I can do that while you're working on your
that'd be
oxycodone.
Yeah, Appalachia. That's fine. I'm sorry. I'm over this Clemson team.
Yeah,
They're
Clemson's
terrible.
done.
Like
It only took you 1 week.
Take the 16.5 for the easy win, but if you want to sprinkle some on the money line, have yourself a party in your pants with some OxyContin.
Dabo is done.
Oh, that's the way you
Could
do
get
that.
interesting in this game.
Okay.
Pop me some OxyContin.
Pop you some Oxys.
Prop him an Appalachia here.
I would think that Oxy would have an opposite effect of what you want if you're having a party in your pants. I don't know that, though. And we got Tones up next with your top picks, Tones. Here you go, buddy.
So I started off concurring with College Joe there. Iowa actually looked like they had a functioning offense last week at home to go along with an always stout defense. So I think they got the offense now, and they could be a dangerous team in the Big Ten and make a little noise. I'll take them with the -3 at home. And I completely disagree with College Joe. He's just a suck-eye loser, and he's just trying to say Texas by whatever. But Texas is a choke artist. Michigan has not lost at home in August or September since 2015. The longest home winning streak, second longest home winning streak and longest winning streak in college football. The defense will keep them in it, and they'll find a way. Edwards will pull off a big one, get a touchdown, probably a turnover or two by our defense to keep Michigan there in the fourth quarter. And I loved Moody, but our new kicker might even be better than Moody. So,
All right.
And I was not impressed with Oregon. Everybody was hyping the crap out of them. Oregon, whatever.
Oregon.
But Boise State, pretty good offense. Give them 20.5 points to work with. Okay. I will take that.
The running back looked like a stud.
Yes. So I will take that 20 points. So following earlier, I'm going to keep with Harbaugh there. And Chargers, I think they win a good one for his first game as the coach.
No Lions pick?
It's in there somewhere.
Oh, it's coming up. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I started the Dallas theme song.
I almost had a heart attack.
And, I got to roll with the Lions. Again, the win by a TD. Take care of business in front of a rowdy crowd Sunday night.
All you rowdy friends.
It's a Dallas theme, by
Not
the way.
bad.
It's not bad. It's the Dallas theme song. That's what you asked for. I don't think we can't play it too
did
much.
not ask for that. I asked for Limp Bizkit. Keep rolling.
Oh, we got Tones still. Tones. Hey, here you go, Chris.
And
You're still
Chris,
watching?
this is for you, my pal. I've known you 2 minutes longer than Jim. And this is for you, buddy. The Falcons, one of the most improved teams this year, will take care of business at home.
All right. Chris asked me to stand up at his wedding when it's going to happen.
Oh.
And I don't think he asked you, Tones. Just saying.
I'm the best man.
Just saying. All right.
better
Dub,
man.
here you go.
We talked about this for a minute earlier. Carolina Makova, money line plus 130. That's at ESPN Bet, and it's kicking off half an hour ago, I believe. It's at 9:30 right now.
It's yes, sir. It is 9:30. All right, next.
I was being facetious, but by God, I was actually
Yeah,
the
you were
truth.
spot on. It's 9:30 exactly.
Whew. I don't share Tone's sentiments about the Wolverines
Horns
this
up.
year. I think Connor Stallions isn't walking through them doors, brother.
We don't need them anymore.
And let me tell you what, that means I do believe that the Longhorns could be the real deal this year. I'm talking semifinals, maybe even playing Georgia in the championship game.
Still got to go to the defending champs.
This
Plus, they got Ewing at quarterback.
You ain't Patrick Ewing.
JR, you?
is that right?
I think it's Ewing's Jr.
I think that's right.
Oh, my bad.
I'm thinking of Manning.
Thinking Ewers.
How about a teaser?
Teasers. Did we talk about this earlier?
We did.
This is what you call a
Wonger.
Wang teaser. Cincinnati Bengals 8.5. Bring it down to 2.5.
Yes.
Cowboys getting 2.5.
What's he doing?
Bump it up to 8.5.
Yeah, the first.
These guys are not really being respectful here, but nevertheless. So yeah, this is a true Wang. Goes through the key numbers, Jimmy, and I put 2 units on it for that very reason.
All right. I'm going to catch up in the chat here. We got, man, we got a lot of it. Blah, blah, blah. We got Dub. Got to start waiting until game day. He also says Woot Woot Navarro. That's a tennis reference.
Yeah, he's a billionaire fan.
College Football Joe in the chat says Texas is back.
I can't
Baby,
disagree with you there.
If they win, I'll agree with you next week. But till then, the jury's out.
I have a daughter, Jimmy, and she's an heiress also.
Yeah, well, I guess
$1.5 heiress.
she's at $1.5.
Not $1.5 billion, not $6.5 billion.
No, it's $1.5.
$1.5.
All right.
Heiress.
Here's what I got. I got a few player props for you guys at home. I got Brock Purdy over 234.5. The deal with this
Against that defense?
against that defense, baby. Hey, you know what? Ayuk's back. The gang is
Pettis.
back together, right?
Gary Pettis.
I know the Jets D. I know it's no joke.
Sauce
all right?
Gardner.
Debo.
But
Sauce Gardner.
here we go. Here's what my number came to on this. I've been handicapping player props for the last 24 hours. That's no bullshit.
I thought you were going to say 25 years.
No,
You haven't
24
slept?
hours. Just, I've done nothing. I didn't sleep much last night because I wanted to get some good plays out here for the folks. So I got Brock Purdy. This is over 234.5. 64% chance, minus 180 with a 20% expected value. At 110, at minus 110, you could play that to 50.5 and still get value. That doesn't make any sense. 250.5.
Okay.
Am I looking at the right numbers here? I am lack of
This is
sleep.
what
I'm
happens.
sorry.
This is what happens when you don't
I'm
sleep
looking at the
a
wrong
full 8
one.
hours.
Minus 180, 245. 245, you can play Brock Purdy. Antonio Gibson,
245 or 234? I'm confused.
245. You can play it to 245 and still get value at minus
Gotcha,
110.
gotcha.
Antonio Gibson. Rich, you like Antonio Gibson? I know
I
he's
did
behind.
in 2022.
Yeah, he's behind Ramondre Stevenson. We know that, right?
We do know that.
But he's behind Ramondre Stevenson.
He is now.
Yeah. So
He's
I
a
think,
good player, though.
But look at this line. All you got to do is get over 20.5.
Can he get anywhere behind that line, though?
He's the third string running back.
I like 20.5 receiving yards more than rushing yards.
Well, then maybe you should take that. 20.5. I got it. minus 172. You could play that to 24 and
That
still
was
get
fair.
value at minus 110.
Wonderful.
Yes, that's what I'm here for, is to provide value. James Conner,
The Terminator.
50.5. 50.5 there.
Not a tumor.
What did I put? Okay. Hey, you know what?
Hasta la vista.
Yeah. I think this is going to be a pretty favorable matchup against the Bills, honestly. And here's what this came to from me.
Is James Conner even the lead back anymore?
He should be.
I think
He's
TB
he's gonna get some fucking
taking
yards. I'll tell you that.
See?
50.5 minus 110. I can play that down to 176, and you can play that at
$176
$110.
Wow.
No, minus 176.
Oh.
You can play that to 60, and still get value on James Conner over his rushing yards. I already talked about this one. The Ravens. This is a top pick. Right now, we're pushing it
pushing.
it real good. Yeah, we are. So I'm going to skip that. And then here is a Wang teaser. A Wong or a Wang teaser. Cowboys.
That's a
I'm sorry.
SGP.
This is not. No, this is not. What am I doing
This is
here?
a straight over pick.
This is a straight over pick. Yeah.
Fuck it. We'll do it live.
We'll do it live. That's what happens when you go live. Over 40.5. Actually, I think I mentioned that when we were talking about the.
We'll rewind the tape later.
Yeah, rewind the tape. This is your Wang teaser right here. Actually, there's Tones and Daryl. How you guys doing? Here is your Wang teaser. Rams plus 10.5. Seahawks goes down to a pick'em on a 6-point teaser. And this is the example, actually, that is in the teaser calculator. So I got plus 4.5 on the away dog, which is going to be the Rams, and then minus 6 on the home fave, which is going to be the Seahawks. That gives me a 131, minus 131. If you play it at, what's the name of that? DraftKings, you get it minus 120. That's a 3.88% expected value. So don't forget to use this calculator. The link is in the description down below. Down below. All right.
Is that all of them?
That's all of them.
You like props, Jimmy?
I like props.
Can I give out one that the crack man
Sure,
gave out earlier?
yeah, give it out. Yeah.
McCole Hardeman,
Yeah, Nicole.
under 8.5 yards tonight. I don't know if he's possibly caught a ball yet, but just something that we probably can't play right now since
Right.
the game is kicked off. I don't know how live prop bets work, but nevertheless, that was what Crack said, under 8.5.
Okay. I like that. I like when a crack gives out a play. I got some more chat here, by the way. He says the Boise State pick is tasty, too. And watch out for Wazoo after dark. Big Washington guy.
Well, there's only 2 teams
Washington
in the pack anymore, so
Washington State.
it's either going to be the Beavers or the Wazoos.
More of a Beaver guy.
I've never heard that about you.
Oh, by the way, Casey's channel. I think that might be my wife. She says, out of curiosity, did Wang Chung tonight? She'd like to know.
Good question.
That's right on the fringe of racist, but I'm going to say it's not.
But did he?
Everybody Wang Chung.
I think she got it in under the bar.
Yeah.
I think that'll play in this studio.
And then Snoop, our special guest appearance from Snoop, he says he's going to attest that Jimmy texted him at 3 a.m., and that is true. I did text Snoop at 3 a.m.
And
And Jimmy bringing home the Chinese, and then 10-7 Butker.
Chinese
I'm
sounds
assuming,
really
yeah,
good
Butker
right
must have kicked the field goal. It's 10-7
Wang Chung myself.
Kansas City.
some Panda Express.
Oh, we've got trivia answers, guys. Trivia answers.
Tell
Man,
me
that
you're
feels
ready.
like it was a
That was a long time
lifetime
ago.
Oh,
ago.
man, this has been a long
Is this
show.
our longest show?
Is this like the
We're 240
hottest-
right now.
We've already got
No, we're 230, 229.
1,200
Someone,
viewers.
Put some more water on the rocks up here.
People
and
have
sauna.
stuck
It's
with
getting
us.
warm.
Thank you for sticking with us.
Is this our longest show? It's got to be.
It's pretty damn
it's
close.
touching it.
Yeah, let's get these shout outs done quick. Eh? Okay, so which NFL team won 17 consecutive years on their opening day was the
There's
question.
just one.
There's just one. Okay, and here we go. Rich says the San Francisco 49ers. That's a good call, Rich. Good guess. Good guess.
Good call or right call?
Didn't say that. Tone says the Pittsburgh Steelers.
I just said they have had long stretches of being decent or good, so I figured
Sure,
that
it's
might
just kind of a guessing game.
I'm not sure what Daryl said here. I'm going to hit this button and find out. Fucking, he said the Steelers. He said the Steelers. Okay.
Is that wrong?
Well, if everybody gets it wrong, I got to buy the beer. The
feel like
correct answer was the Dallas Cowboys. Rich, where were you on this one,
Come
Rich?
on.
I thought about them, but I did not think they won 17 in a row.
Yeah, they won 17 consecutive opening
70,
victories.
not even their heyday in the 90s.
No.
Taylor,
Good.
Rich.
I saw her.
Gosh, dang it.
But not even in the 90s, all the good years they had. Was not
I
even in
know.
there.
That was before my time. A little
That's
bit
crazy.
before my time there.
So I'll be buying the beer next week.
I got you, Jimmy.
Yes, you do. And I'll get that the next time.
That answer didn't feel quite right, though.
No?
No, can you run that again?
Sure.
It's America's team, Daryl.
Consecutive opening victories between 73 and 85. Is that really 17?
That's what the thing that I poached this from said.
Yeah, I think.
Sounds like 13 at the most.
I didn't do the math on it. This could be Jorel's pick kind of thing. I don't know what the actual numbers are. Just
Hey, as
copied
long
and
as you're
pasted
buying
it
the
at 3
beer,
in the
and which
morning.
means Rich is actually buying the beer, who
Yeah,
cares?
we're all-
17
everybody's
might have
good.
been.
Everybody's
marked
good.
down to a 12.
Yeah, Worthy's already got a couple nice plays there going, huh?
And Snoop wants to know where the fan that he gave us is.
It is
And
off because we can't have a
right
fan
there.
going on
You
during
can't
the
see it
middle
up
of the
here.
show, Snoop.
but we ran it earlier.
I don't have to go to
it
my.
does
It
work good.
ran in
So
my
thank you,
pants.
Snoop.
I don't have to use my sauna at home tonight. I'm already got all my toxins out of
Yeah,
my
I
skin.
didn't realize you had a fucking sauna in your house. I mean, how rich are you, Tones? Jesus.
I believe
Is it an infrared?
Shut
Yeah,
up.
for it, yeah. And then I have an ice bath I go in after.
Ooh,
That's weird.
do the
He
ice.
also has a cave out back that's completely dark that he gets food served underneath the door in it, like Aaron Rodgers.
that's cool.
That's pretty cool.
Shut up.
Shout out to I'm doing shout outs so we can get out of here. Shout outs to
Shut up.
Hey, Rich, move your head up closer so you're in focus. There you go.
Shut up.
shout out to the Lions. Can't wait to get the season started. Shout out to the family going down there. It's going to be a great time at Gillies. Join us if you're in the area. Say hi to me. I'll sign something if you want. That's no problem. Let's
Shout
see. Shout out to the Ike Eagles JV girls. They won the quad against all the other crappy Utica teams today. I got to see 2 out of the 3 games, and I heard they won the 3rd game. So go Eagles.
Shut up.
Tones.
It's my boys' first good week of school. They were all up and at 'em early, excited to go, no issues, happy to be back. And yeah, them getting a little older makes things a little easier for Dad in the morning. So
Shut up.
Oh, one more shout out for the Cougars too. Aiden 2-0. Good job, buddy.
Shut up.
I always love the Cougars.
Always love the Cougars.
Shut
What?
up.
The hat? Is that the hat right there?
That's the hat. That's from my mother-in-law.
Shadow.
Shout out to Mary.
Is that a Fendi Couture?
Oh my god! It's blasting. I accidentally turned the speakers up in my headset.
Is that a net? On
Holy Mary!
No, you look like the guy from Fat Albert with their hat.
That's what I said.
Yeah, he does.
That's what I said. That would be like this, right?
Yeah. Yes, that's it.
But
That's it.
anyhow, that's from my mother-in-law, Mill,
Yeah, the mill.
the original Mill.
I tell you what, if you put an F on the end of that, it makes it a whole new
That's a whole
word.
different
I
deal.
don't know what you're talking about, but
Goes
shout
for
out to
respectful to
Mary Ann.
non-respectful.
2 words, 1 name. Mary Ann. And it's a pretty sweet hat. I'll be wearing this when we get into Final Four territory, Richie.
I don't know why you wouldn't be wearing that.
When Jimmy and I do a live cast of the all 65 games,
24 hours is what we're going to do this year. Remember that? We were going to do that last year. We never did it.
I'll be wearing this hat.
Yes.
And this is
You guys going noon to midnight on Friday night? Is that the?
I don't know, but this here is a
a
salute
receipt.
to Minnie Pearl.
She did. Did she? Yeah, she did. She always had something hanging off her hat, right? Pretty cool.
Which
Thank
Final
you.
Four is that?
I like that. Shout out Mary Ann for that.
I'm
That's pretty
guessing
cool.
at 9, but I don't really know.
That's a great hat.
But pretty cool. Thank you.
Well done. That was well done. Good job on the shout outs tonight,
Thank you.
Daryl. Yeah. I got my oldest boy for giving me this sweet ass jersey, which I'm wearing with pride tonight, and thinking of you, pal. Shout out to my youngest boy,
Pride Fest.
who is it's his first year in fantasy football. So he's really excited about that.
Yeah.
In fact, he's probably tracking his points right now. He's got a lot of Chiefs on his team.
Shadow.
So shout out to little James.
It's always a good start to have a lot of Chiefs.
Yeah,
Yeah,
It might be
yeah.
off to a good start.
Shout out to my wife, who surprisingly was in the chat tonight. So shout out, honey, and I hope you're feeling good tonight after your surgery the other night. And last but not least, I'm gonna give College Football Joe one on this one. Oh, you know what? I'm also gonna give Snoop one on this one.
Yeah, nice
Yeah.
random
Thanks for
call.
taking the call, Snoop.
With the Snoop.
That was
Meister.
fun. And
He did use up about his next 4 weeks
Shadow.
worth of comments, though, on the boards.
Yeah, he's always got
I'll
material.
Mute him going forward. Let's see. The fan I gave you looks like my underpants. Looks like his underpants in relation to your hat.
Oh,
Shadow.
cool.
Yes. So that is it. 200. Oh, yeah. You know what? Quick shout out to the
Shadow.
250,000 people that have hit that subscribe button. That means a lot.
Pretty awesome.
That's pretty wild. I thought we'd have like 20 subscribers for infinity. And here we are with many multiples of that. You want to do the math on that, Daryl?
10
Okay.
and 25.
Sounds
So,
good.
yeah.
Sounds good. So thank you guys for subscribing. I hope this was at least entertaining, if not helpful. And we will be back 7 nights from tonight.
You know who's more important than the 250th subscriber?
Who?
251.
Oh, yeah, 251. Let's do it.
Let's go. Thanks.